I have more in common masculine lesbian women.
So you identify as a masculine lesbian?
No, I do. See, now you just being stupid. No, I do not identify as a masculine lesbian.
Maybe it's not masculine lesbian. Maybe I just get along with people that still wear fitted hats. I tend to just
that's crazy.
No, Rory and Ma.
Oh, hi, man. So listen, it's been a couple of days since we've seen each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're back to pod. It's been a lot of things happening, Rory. I told you, 2024. We knew from day one, January 1, we knew that 2024 was going to be a very, very interesting year. We call it 2020 more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much more we can take.
We're on day 11.
Yeah, like this. There's some things happening. I don't know where y'all want to start, but first of all, how's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing?
I feel great. I mean, yeah. Before we get into,
before we go below sea level,
before we dig into some of this news,
before we get deep into these topics,
okay.
Amara had her first swimming lesson.
Oh, congrats to mama!
Oh, yeah. She was the only baby that didn't cry at all. So
she likes the water.
Those other pussies just would not. The tears the whole time. Amara's sitting there chilling.
Yeah.
Going underwater and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fun. I had an anxiety attack the entire time.
Yeah.
Because it's like we're putting a.
You know how to swim?
Yeah, I can not drown.
So you don't know how to swim?
No, I can swim. Like
you be kicking your legs.
You doggy paddle.
You kick your legs.
I can do the thing.
Do it.
Show us your stroke.
That was crazy to ask a man to show him your stroke.
I can do the one in the Olympics, like when they go over.
The butterfly?
Like this. I can do that one.
You cannot do that.
No, he can't. I know he can't.
He cannot do that.
I know
you can't do a
Bring
butterfly.
a camera to the pool.
There's no way you can do that.
Is that the butterfly or the breaststroke?
How long can you swim like that? Because that takes a lot out of you.
I mean, I don't know right now because I'm not in the best shape. I'm getting back into shape.
Okay.
I could probably do that for like 50 meters.
I don't know what meters is.
Wait, what's the whole pool?
100
I think
meters?
It depends on which
Olympic
pool
pool
you're
is a
talking
100-meter pool.
All the way down?
I think so.
Okay, then give me like 30 to 40 meters.
You know, that's a long way to go.
Yo, bro, that's crazy. That's like a full body. Like
I could take breaks, right?
I mean, yeah, do whatever you got to do. But I'm just saying, I know you can't swim long doing a breaststroke. That's like a lot.
So, all right, so one way is 50 meters. So a down and back is 100 meters.
Then give me 25. I can do half of whatever the pool is.
Doing a breaststroke.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
the
think
butterfly you're saying.
25 meters.
The butterfly.
No, isn't the breaststroke when you're like, and like you do that?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Yeah.
I think you.
But either way,
about everything.
Swimming is like, I wish I could swim every day, but my skin just would not accept that.
Dries out.
Yeah. I can't be in chlorine. Like I just can't like every day. Like, but I would love to like, I hate working out. I've been back in the gym. I hate weights. I want to swim every day. Just let me go in the pool and swim every day. I would love to do that. But I would come in here looking like.
Well, a lot of pools now are salt water. I think the one that I took Amara to for her swim lesson is like the last chlorine pool in Manhattan.
Really?
Yeah, I think saltwater pools are taking over. I mean, it is kind of crazy that chlorine has like lasted this long.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should just be laying in chlorine.
Yeah, it's like lead in pencils.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to be just sitting in chlorine. But congrats to baby Amara on her first swimming lesson.
And I went in like, this was the first time in my life I went into a pool with a shirt on. I didn't know what was like appropriate.
To get in the pool?
I've never been put in this situation where I was going
kids.
to a pool with a bunch of children and parents. Like,
how old?
And like I didn't know them. It wasn't in someone's backyard.
You used to them like the MMG pool parties, Maybach music pool parties. Like.
Yeah, where people are of age.
Yeah, okay.
And bathing suits are optional.
No, but wasn't the instructors, what did they have on?
See, I don't even want to say this because this could just go down like a deeper. He had on a Speedo, and I felt really fucking uncomfortable.
Like a Speedo, like the underwear?
And it was orange.
Well, so they could see it.
Like it was zesty.
And that was it? Like
no
he
made a Speedo look zestier than a Speedo.
He's also in a pool instructing kid. Like, well, come on.
Wait, a Speedo? Like the underwear?
And I don't want to put, like the bathing suit, a Speedo. Google what a Speedo is. Like what Europeans wear.
No, Speedo is a brand, I think.
I think it's a brand.
Speedo is the brand.
It's a type of bathing suit that men wear. Because I've never been like not in America and just seen a bunch of like men, international men wear these things.
This cut.
Yes.
That's insane.
He was in that. It wasn't an American
going to the
flag.
beach like that. Yo, that's insane.
Well, you want to tan your thigh.
He got it when you got it.
Nah.
When you got it, fine.
That's how I look. You got it. Like you're not going to the beach with that. Come on, man.
But I didn't know what was.
Like what were we talking about?
Like, should I be shirtless?
So your lifeguard, well, your swimming instructor for your daughter and the rest of the kids was wearing something like this?
Yes.
And you paid? Like,
I did, yeah.
Oh, you're part of the problem.
Wait, Rory, how old were the other kids? Because obviously I would imagine Amar is on the younger side of this. How old are the oldest kids?
They were all between 1 and maybe like 1.5.
Oh,
so they were all
okay.
Yeah, no, it's in the baby swim.
Yeah.
And then I think there's like the toddler one after, whatever. But yeah, this is the year-old kids. And
I just think being around an instructor doesn't like fam, you don't got to wear that to the pool.
Not that.
I agree. And I don't want to, and we'll get to the Aaron Rodgers thing. I don't want to Aaron Rodgers anyone and imply that they're creepy or doing anything weird because he's been teaching there forever. He taught Kia how to swim. So I just found it odd that he was in a Speedo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe I'm the immature one, but it raised my eyebrows of like, wait, you're teaching babies in a Speedo? I came in a shirt.
Yeah. No, that's
Were you the only one with the shirt on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you? And you never were like, okay, maybe I can.
No, but what about just wearing regular swimming trunks?
Yeah.
I had on regular swimming trunks, and then I had.
I'm talking about the instructor. Like, where's his regular just swimming trunks at? Why you got the Speedos?
I'm sure, being that he's
this isn't Ibiza.
Is he American?
Where do you think he's at?
Rory?
He's zesty.
No, he wasn't.
He's not American, and
definitely West Indian. I'm not going to say his sexual orientation because I'm not sure of it. But for someone that's lived 33 years, I kind of have a gauge of when someone is gay.
Emphasis on the gauge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he came across that way. And I just feel like the orange Speedo kind of gave it away too. But I didn't look that crazy. You
got the cutoff sleeves.
Yeah, I just felt first lesson.
You look like you went straight from 7-Eleven to the pool.
It wasn't really me that had to be too concerned. Kia is used to going on vacation. It was her bathing suits that we were really fucking worried about.
A non-thong bathing suit?
Yeah, that was tough.
You should have put her in some ball shorts.
Well, we all went to Target to just like try to find appropriate clothes.
I had to do that too. The first time I took like my bonus kid to a swimming park.
Did you say your bonus kid?
Bonus kid.
What is a bonus kid?
At the time, the person I was dating had a child. Bonus kid.
Bonus kid.
Wait, I've never heard of
that. What it's called?
Is the bonus, are you his bonus or is he your bonus?
The kid is the bonus. Bonus kid. Instead of saying stepchild, people call it bonus child.
Oh,
y'all never
they
heard that
it.
before?
No, never in my life.
Because
when did they change that?
Because I guess stepchild is not PC. Like, it doesn't sound.
Oh, they landed on bonus?
Yeah, like that's my like you're a bonus. Like, you're an addition to my life.
One? That's like your plus one?
Okay, now I get it. You're a bonus to my life. I thought you meant like a bonus. Like if I have a salary and then I get a bonus, I just get some extra.
Yeah,
so that
you got
didn't
an
make
extra
sense.
kid.
Do you need a kid to have a bonus kid?
Well, her boyfriend had the kid, and since that's her boyfriend, that would be...
She's the bonus that I get.
Is step insulting?
Yeah, I never knew that.
A lot of people don't use step. And also, step implies marriage. I wasn't married.
See, that's where I can see the difference.
That makes
step kid
sense.
is technically you have to be married to the person.
Yes.
So bonus is what they landed on as being PC, as being not as harsh of a term.
Okay.
Listen, the more you learn, I'm here to learn in 24.
Are you?
More knowledge. 2020 more learning.
If you get caught cheating, like that's not my side chick. It's my bonus.
It's my bonus girl, yeah.
It's my bonus girl. Bonus bae.
Do you claim your bonus on tax?
You can.
I feel like you should.
Yeah, I should. Did you claim that bonus child on your taxes?
Y'all need help.
Yes, that's a yes.
Wait, how did you introduce yourself at swimming? I'm bonus mom?
No.
And how does real mom feel about bonus mom?
We were going to a park, like a water park.
Okay.
And I was just, the only reason I mentioned this is because I wanted to agree with you that I had to be like, I had to get a full bathing suit that covers my entire ass when going swimming.
That covers your
children.
touch me nots.
Yeah.
So when other people asked, Demaris, is this your kid? You would tell other adults, no, this is my bonus child.
If they were to ask me that, but anybody that I'm going to be around with her, strangers aren't going to ask you, hey, is that your kid? Like, they're not going to do that. Every once in a while.
Well, only if you had Amara with you, somebody would ask you, is that your kid?
Yeah. No,
they would say, are you available? We need a nanny. That's what they would say.
Oh, yeah. Bonus. Yeah, bonus.
Bonus nanny.
Okay, so you had to find a bathing suit because women don't typically have bathing suits that are family friendly.
Yeah, and then even if you have the point was, when you're thicker on the thicker side, no matter what you put on, it looks.
That thing just moving, swinging.
Well, we're supposed to be better in 2024.
All right, the Jews are in the tunnels.
I want to say I was happy with my choice and I kept my shirt on because I'm not a hippie like some of y'all. I don't think people should wear shorts on airplanes. Just sometimes I don't need to see the skin of other people.
I think having your shirt on in the pool is hippie shit though.
No,
I think that's more hippie.
It's giving
no, if I
Jonah
was a
Hill.
hippie, I'd be ass naked. Like, hey, we're just
Well, no,
free with the
that's-
kids.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's a whole different hippie level. But like I think
that was happening in those tunnels.
Yeah,
We'll get to.
yeah. I think shirt in the pool is some hippie shit though.
But then there was like a dad that, I don't want to get in like too much detail, just like a hairy, nasty fuck. I don't want to see that when I'm trying to do swim lessons with my kid.
Yeah,
Maybe I am conservative. I think in certain situations, people should just cover up everyone. I'm not saying just overweight people, just hair. Everyone just wear a fucking shirt and let's teach these kids to swim.
I don't.
If you want to go to fucking Aruba, go ahead. I'm not going to say a word to you if you want to be ass naked. But we're in a building pool with children.
What do you
put
think
a real bathing suit on?
Put some swimming
Put a
trunks
shirt on.
Why did they have to put? I think I get the women having a real bathing.
The shirt is weird.
The shirt is stupid.
Shirt in water
That's
is
not pool
hilarious to
attire.
me.
That's
Anytime
not
I
pool
see somebody
attire
like
ever.
in the water with a shirt on,
It's not pool attire.
I'm like, bro, you look crazy. Take the shirt off.
You over here having a
Shirt
wet
is not
t-shirt
supposed to get
contest.
drenched wet like in water like that, and you have it on. And then when you get out, it's like stuck to you like another layer of skin. It's like
Yeah.
you look crazy.
Got like the
Take the
opacity
shirt
up
off.
on your nipple. It's
Yeah,
weird.
it's just you just topless. It's
Okay, well then I feel like
the Speedos is crazy.
then it's a double standard too, because I feel like women should cover up in situations like that as well. I'm also going to say men should too.
No,
I don't wanna see your nipples,
We're
dude.
on you. We're on you. We're on the same page as far as like don't go into the pool in a thong bathing suit.
Yeah.
But there are normal bottoms that
The normal bathing suits that women can wear that
yeah.
are family friendly.
I want all people to keep their nipples and hairy nipples away from my kid. That's all I'm saying.
So it's a
I
hair.
agree.
It's just nipples, period.
Nipples and
I
hair.
feel like if they should just not be around children
I feel you.
But Rory,
unless you're
I guarantee
breastfeeding them.
they could see your pink nipples through that shirt. I guarantee you.
He had a black shirt.
Yeah, it was you.
Oh, it was black. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
well, all right.
He had a
Well,
black-
now you just
and
look like a
and I
serial
have
killer.
shirts that
Thought it through.
are for the water because like when I do go on vacation sometimes and like the sun, I don't do it for like, when the fat kid used to jump in the pool with the shirt
Yeah.
because he's fat. I can't take the sun sometimes.
Like
So,
what do fat people
we
think
went
though? Like
kayaking
we
in
can't see
St.
the
Thomas
fat with that
and
shirt
I wore
on?
a long sleeve waterproof shirt.
You
It's
look
the sun.
fatter with the shirt on, but Rory, okay,
100%.
so you had a sunburn proof shirt on in an indoor pool.
No, this was just a workout shirt.
Oh, okay.
But I do have like shirts that are made for the water.
Yeah.
Because of my pale.
Like the surfing
You
stuff.
go to the
yeah, sort of.
ocean in a wetsuit.
I've done it before.
But did you go surfing?
No, I went like snorkeling.
Rory's girl
Okay.
You've never
I
went
thought you was chilling on the beach with
in a wetsuit.
a wetsuit.
but no surfboard.
His girl's topless with her ass out. Rory's in a full wetsuit.
It's a nude beach.
I thought you had a wetsuit on and was just laying on the sand listening to your album. Like,
barefoot.
no, it's not.
Barefoot.
Vibes.
Yeah, like you hot as fuck. Then go get that suit wet, fam. Like, you gotta put
Go
water on
inside.
it. Yeah, like what's wrong with you?
What,
But but gingers, y'all can't like y'all get sunburned very easily.
Mm.
Yeah, so I
if
understand.
we do like a pod trip to Miami to record or whatever, would you do surfing lessons with me? That's on my bucket list.
Surfing lessons in
I want
Miami.
to stand up on a
$700
surfboard.
an hour.
I don't
You
know
can
about
surf
that.
at Rockaway.
Yeah, nah,
I'm cool.
it's Rockaway.
They have good waves here.
It's gonna rock
Waves?
your
I'm talking about
ass
the
all
water.
way
I'm not talking
away.
about the waves. It's the water.
Oh,
I'm just not
alright,
swimming in
fair.
Rockaway Beach. I'm sorry.
I'm not swimming in water laced with fentanyl.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Oh, you think Miami's water's clean? All the lost coke in that water.
I'd
It's
prefer
cleaner.
Coke over fentanyl.
It's
That's
closer to the Caribbean than
Fair.
New York, but you know.
Yeah, it's further from Red Fern projects.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Anyways, with that said, the tunnels.
The tunnels. All right. So listen, man. A lot of people online, they like to talk shit about New York City and our subways and our rats. Remember Pizza Rat was a thing
Mhm.
a couple years ago. And people just talk about just New York City being just a fucking, it's like a simulation city. Nothing in New York seems real.
Mhm.
And to add to that, the other day we got reports of the NYPD finding these underground tunnels in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crown Heights.
Crown Heights, Brooklyn. If you're from New York, you know what Crown Heights, Brooklyn, the neighborhood is
Very
mostly
residential neighborhood.
very residential neighborhood.
With a-
Nice
a
neighborhood.
Specific type of resident.
Specific type of a large Jewish community
Yes.
in Crown
Orthodox
Heights,
Jew.
Orthodox Jew, in Crown Heights, and so the reports came out that they found some underground tunnels.
And then I believe another synagogue as well
Yeah.
was connected. You may have not heard about this because for some fucking reason, this didn't
Some odd
make as
reason.
much news as I thought it was going to make.
Yeah, some odd reason.
I can't figure out what that reason would be though. Like, why is this not national news?
This should be national news. They found some mattresses that had feces stains, blood stains. They found strollers, high chairs in these tunnels.
Mm.
Yeah, man. So listen, it's some very odd, very strange things happening. Obviously, in these tunnels. I don't know, man. This is very odd though. I didn't know that Jewish people were so into the Ninja Turtles though. Because now it's starting to all connect and make sense. Like the whole story of the Ninja Turtles, one of my favorite cartoons growing up.
Kids love that cartoon too.
Kids love the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Gotta love the Ninja
You think he dropped a quarter down there? That's why I had to go down there and get it?
We're gonna skip over that. To my Jewish friends and associates that are suggesting that we should also care about the tunnels that Hamas is building. That's a war zone.
Right.
We really want to know what the fuck y'all are doing in
Right
underground tunnels
right here in New York City.
in Crown Heights.
Did Michael Rappaport, did he report on this yet?
Yes, he said people are more outraged with tunnels connecting two synagogues than Hamas's tunnels, you anti-Semites. That was Michael Rappaport's.
Well, what if they dug these tunnels
Well, he said that for real?
to find
Yeah,
Hamas
I mean, I'm
tunnels?
paraphrasing, but yeah, his tweet was, why do you guys care more about tunnels connecting two synagogues than what Hamas is doing? Two totally separate points.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of times, and I'm not in no way putting this on the entire Jewish community or any community in particular, people tell on themselves like without knowing it.
Mm-hmm. You let people talk long enough, they'll tell on themselves.
Michael Rappaport is one of those people
I learned that
who we were supporters of for quite some time, but he's taken a wild left. He tells on himself so much, and I don't think he realizes how bad he's telling on himself and how much worse he's making his community look when he says shit like that. People being concerned that mattresses with blood stains and shit stains and strollers and high chairs that are found under a fucking underground tunnel above a synagogue with a community, and I'm not putting this on everyone's jacket, has a long history of child abuse.
Mm-hmm.
This is not something new in Brooklyn with the Orthodox Jewish community. In no way am I saying all of them are pedophiles or are rapists or anything like that. But there is a long history of that community being arrested for that particular crime.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's fair to question why there are strollers in your underground tunnels. That's all I'm saying. I know I'm anti-Semitic. I know that's going to be put on me. I apologize. Nerve of me for caring about children. See, this is why you don't wear Speedos around kids.
I just would like to know why this isn't on the front page of every newspaper, every time you open your social media. Like, this is something that if this was another group of people, we don't have to say what group of people that is. But
Ooh,
If the Muslim community even dug a foot into the fucking ground, this would be national news. This would probably be part of the presidential debates.
Oh, God.
If this was found,
it's hard for me to believe that if this were two mosques that did this, it's hard for me to believe that this wouldn't be plastered on the front of literally every time you open your phone. This would be the story that you saw. We would get an update hourly on this.
But either way, with that said, like, I understand the Jewish community and feeling like they are always talked about, and it's anti-Semitic to question things, but that's another way of y'all telling on yourself. If we're just questioning, hey, why is no one else talking about this? Why is this not on any media outlets? We are not insinuating that you guys all control the media or any of the anti-Semitic rhetoric that you guys get mad at. We are simply just asking, why is this not fucking news?
Yeah.
And if you take that personally, maybe you're telling on yourself again.
This absolutely should be headline everywhere. Everybody should know about this because, again, like I said, if this were two mosques that they found underground tunnels connecting them, this would be major, major news, and we would get an update hourly on this. So we'll have to guess. I guess maybe we'll get more info on this. Maybe we won't. Maybe this is something that'll just disappear in the next couple of days and we'll never hear about it again.
I don't think we'll hear much because they're 10 toes.
Yeah.
If this is one community that doesn't have to worry about rats,
mm-hmm.
Not one person that they arrested, I guarantee, will say a single word.
Nah.
I don't think they have any worries about anyone revealing what was actually happening in those tunnels. And because everyone's going to keep their mouth shut, they'll never figure anything out.
Mm.
Those gentlemen may do some jail time, but it probably won't be for what we think may be happening in those tunnels because no one's going to say anything.
Yeah.
That's the real 10-toe community. They are not. Not one person is going to be an informant.
Well, what they're saying, the people who run the synagogue, what they're saying is that there's a group of extremists who were young men. They're saying misguided young men, calling them extremists, who were attempting to preserve their unauthorized access to the synagogue, which is why they dug the tunnel.
Yeah, but then why are there strollers, high chairs,
Beds.
No clue.
bloody mattresses, mattresses with fecal matter on it?
Also, if it was a child ring, why were they pulling the older, like the OGs, the grown-ass men out of the tunnels? And why were they rioting in the synagogue about sealing off and shutting off access to the tunnels? If it's literally a rogue group of teens, that should have been news to them. Like, what is going on? They were adamant about keeping those things up and running.
I didn't see one teen get pulled.
I didn't see a fucking kid at all.
Well, they say young man. I didn't say teen.
They said the kids that were arrested were 19 to 22. But none of the people that were coming out of that little hole there, or even the guy in the sewer video, looked 19 or 22.
Yeah.
This is a different group.
Again, I think that we won't get much more information on this. This is something that'll just go away in a couple of days, and we just won't hear anything else about it. So it is what it is. Internet had fun the last 2-3 days with it, but I don't think this is something that we'll get much update from. This will be something in February we won't talk about again, won't ask about. Won't see anything on social media about it. Just one of those things that has happened. It's like literally like a flash. Like we've seen it, it happened, it's over, totally gone, and we don't get an update about it. They'll say that those tunnels were sealed, and
nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happened. Tunnels were sealed, and that's it.
Just some kids horsing around.
Yeah,
boys will be boys.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's their version of a tree fort.
It's just the irony of the Hamas tunnel scare. And in our very home, our backyard, this is literally happening.
What's happening?
Meanwhile, in Gaza, we act like, I know white people are kind of getting over that story and looking for the next story to cling to. There's over 30,000 is the death toll currently in Gaza. So hope you find those tunnels. Keep doing your thing.
Another Michael Rappaport response to it was, do you think Hamas invented tunnels? No, they stole that from us. You didn't think we have tunnels? We have tunnels too. In regards to,
it's a really good point.
I'm not follow Michael Rappaport. I'm not making any
Drake
of this shit
did
up.
make Underground Kings, which I look at it differently now.
Yeah.
Jay said we getting money up under you. We know where his allegiance is.
And if you've been to Marcy Avenue, big Orthodox Jew. I'm just saying.
Live from the gutter.
2024, man. Speaking of standing on 10 toes, the YSL Rico case started today. Well, continued today, and they played a Lifestyle, Young Thug. They played the video today in the courtroom because I guess they were trying to, pinpoint YSL being a gang and being blood affiliated and all of these things. I just thought it was interesting that a courtroom was playing Lifestyle, a song that we all love and the song that we all, and nobody was bopping their heads. Everyone was just like sitting there, just looking at the prompter, the TV or whatever they were looking at, the monitor. And I don't think we've ever seen a case like this where it's just circus after circus. It's like one act after another of shit. Like, this cannot be a real trial. This can't be real.
The urge not to at least bop your head a little bit would be insane.
You think he's tapping
He should have just called for, this is recess in court.
Yeah.
Just play that and jury pay attention.
Now, Demaris said that she doesn't think this is real. She thinks somebody added the audio to it. I want to say if it's not real and they did add the audio, that was genius. That was some dope shit to do. But I do think this is real. I think they were really looking at the Lifestyle video.
Can Universal flag this for copyright? Just asking. Or 300 rather?
Not in the courtroom, no.
I feel partially responsible for this getting brought up in court.
Course, yeah.
Of course you do.
Not the Rico.
Not the
or
Rico
him
case.
yelling,
no, just them playing Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Well, the song.
Or the prosecutor
was
saying that, hey, we're going to use his lyrics throughout this entire trial.
Yeah.
It was you talking about the pussy.
No, I think they said in reference to the new Rory and Mal podcast.
So you're a rat as well.
They played
They
the
used
clip.
you in court to prosecute Young Thug.
They mentioned your name.
No, stand by it now. You said
they mentioned
they
your
used
name.
you to prosecute
Don't
Young
LeBron
Thug.
James me. I'm not doing any of that shit.
I know Rich Homie Quan was somewhere like, yo, leave me the fuck out of this.
Yeah, like, don't play my verse. Whatever y'all do. I don't know, man. I think the more and more this shit goes on, I think Thug is coming home soon, man.
This has turned into an absolute circus. I'm with you.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be time served. I think Thug is coming home. Like I can't see him being convicted of anything. His homeboy took the stand and they asking him questions. Everybody thought he was gonna rat. He up there sending them on a wild goose chase. Every time he answers, he threw Juice WRLD name in it. He was like, yeah, what does that stand for? He was like,
what does 5 stand for?
He was like, yeah, Juice WRLD passed away. He's a rapper that passed away. Like, that's what the 5 stand. He just up there sending them on a wild goose chase. I mean, I just can't see Thug getting time behind this shit.
And also they were posting today that I think it was the defense, not the prosecution, that was bringing up that LeBron James was also doing the gang signs and Serena Williams was doing the Crip walk at one of the Wimbledons, and she's not a Crip, and LeBron is obviously not, slime.
Is that obvious?
I'm gonna go with obvious.
Yeah,
I didn't
obvious
fact
that
check,
Bron is not he's not a gang member. He's not a street. He's not in the streets.
You don't think
LeBron
he's
is
calling
not.
hits?
No, I don't think so. I think he's calling plays.
I was gonna say he knows how to move
he's
people
calling
around.
plays. LeBron is calling plays, but he's not doing what the prosecution is trying to allege that is connected here by LeBron James doing the slime handshake. Like, no, that's not what this is.
No, I mean, how I know that he's not in a gang is Mario Chalmers is still alive.
Mhm.
Steph Curry's still alive.
Yeah.
Draymond's still alive.
Oh, we got
I feel like if he was in a gang, a lot of people in the NBA might be clipped at this point.
Everybody he lost to in the finals?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to kill a nigga that you lost to in the finals if you in the gang.
Like
Sure.
Paul Pierce would not be doing media right now
No.
if Bron was really slime.
I do feel like this is just going to be time served, though. I think that this is, it's like, come on. I don't know how much more of this they're going to put Young Thug through, put everybody else that's on trial through.
Put the judge through, because if I was a judge, you know how aggravated
No,
I
the
would
judge
be.
is completely like done with this case. He's completely pissed off with this.
Yes.
The prosecution, they just fumbled the pack. They thought they had something. They thought this shit is falling apart. Every time we look up, it's just another circus act that's going on in this trial. So I believe that this will end in just time served and Thug goes home.
What do we think it looks like if Thug by summertime is home?
It's a lit
But
summer.
Does he do a press run?
Does
Like
he
what?
does he need to do one? This is the biggest
does he
press
just get
run ever.
low?
No, he keeps making music.
Oh no, he's gonna make
I
music.
think he has a feature on 21 Savage's album that comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today,
So no, he's definitely gonna make music, but I think that Thug doesn't need any promotion coming out of this. I think this is this is promotion you can't even pay for right here.
Mhm.
Like this is for especially for a rapper. This is like you was on trial on a RICO case and you beat it and came home.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything. All you got to do is just drop something. That's it. People going because they want to hear what you got to say now. The case is over. You beat the case. Time served. You home. Nobody.
I'll challenge that. Bobby Shmurda, someone that had a huge record, took the charge, went away, came back.
Yeah,
He
but
didn't
Thug,
beat the
Apples.
case.
Apples and oranges.
Young Thug
But
is
I'm
Young
saying,
Thug and
he
Bobby
did
is
the
different
honorable
artists. though.
thing. It's been real quiet.
But he didn't beat the case.
Bobby Shmurda went away after putting out 2 big records, didn't necessarily have a career, didn't have anything in order. Thug, at this point, is a
Yeah, he's
veteran.
far more
He's a
established.
legacy artist almost. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Way different than Bobby losing his entire 20s after catching 6 months of success
Yeah,
randomly
That's fair.
and then coming back home like
trying to
Just-
reignite it.
drastically different. And Thug's support system, I think, is way different than Bobby Shmurda's was.
Mm.
Like, if Thug loses all his money in this trial and comes out innocent, he will have a lot of people to lean on financially. Whereas I don't know if Bobby did without someone really trying to take advantage of him when he got home.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I was happy Bobby didn't just start taking deal left and right.
Yeah,
You know,
and
Way
it just
drastically different.
and like you said, just two different type of artists. Like one was been established for years and had his foot in the game for a while, and one was just trying to learn the industry and learn the music business, things like that, before his freedom was taken away. I think that Thug now has an opportunity to put out some great music. He has an opportunity to, change his sound a little bit.
Mhm.
After going through something like this, it changes you mentally, of course. Spiritually, it changes you. So I'm sure his music will change a little bit. But either way, I think that this is something that Young Thug on a personal level can look at as like, this case is looking better for him day by day.
It'd be some real arrogant shit, but because of like Double Jeopardy, if he beats this, what if he comes home and just does YSL the Gang Festival
The festival
in Atlanta?
That'd be hard.
You know how
Great
that,
lineup.
that festival would go nuts. YSL the Gang Fest?
I think he gonna get far away from that as he can.
No, it's young saviors of the Lord.
Yeah.
It'd be like a religious camp.
And you could tunnel to the festival.
The stages are connected by tunnels.
Yeah.
Tunnels.
Yeah.
You thought
There's some
Astro World
mattresses.
was a liability.
The green rooms are down there. You can sleep.
Yo, man. Shout out to Thug. Prayers to Thug, man. Hopefully, like I said, I think this is time served and he'll be home soon. So we'll just have to wait and see. But continue watching the circus, man. Continue watching it.
Maybe he does Kimmel. Maybe that's his first stop on the way home.
Kimmel and Aaron Rodgers, they've been going at it for the last few days because Aaron Rodgers made a statement on I think was it Pat McAfee's
Yes.
podcast. Aaron Rodgers had made a statement that there are people, guys like Jimmy Kimmel, who don't want the Epstein list to be revealed. And Epstein responded saying that
Epstein did?
Excuse me.
Oh, Jesus.
Aaron Rodgers, Jimmy Kimmel responded.
I knew you were on Aaron Rodgers.
No. Jimmy
you red
Kimmel,
pill guys or whatever they call
No.
QAnon guys.
Jimmy Kimmel responded
You
and
probably do love Aaron Rodgers.
me?
Yeah.
I don't really care about Aaron Rodgers.
Politically, I feel
Politically, not
you're very
football.
much aligned.
Nah. I don't really
You're an anti-vaxxer.
Am I anti-vaxxer?
Yeah.
Did you get vaccinated?
Me?
All right.
I got my vax card. So yeah, I did.
Mall Rodgers.
Yeah.
According to my card, yeah.
I'm vaxxed.
2 doses.
I'm vaxxed and waxed. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Remember that was a thing when the girls was posting that on
Wax
IG?
the vax.
Waxed and vaxxed.
Ready for the pool?
Cesspool. But yes, Jimmy Kimmel responded and he said he was alleging that he was gonna sue Aaron Rodgers for defamation of character.
Fauci said there's a new variant coming. I'm just telling you, he said it.
Fauci
Y'all stop.
he's still allowed to talk?
Yes.
That's crazy.
How many jabs in the army think Fauci took?
None.
Listen, man. Some people got 3 shots and 3 boosters.
Sick. 6 shots.
Yo, what are you?
6 shots in like 24 months.
It's just
He
saying.
didn't get any. He probably quoted Sosa said, "Never get high on your own supply."
That's
when
a
they
fact.
asked Fauci
That's a
why you're
fact.
not taking the shot.
Yeah, nah, I don't do that. That's like when Hilfiger was like, I don't wear that. Like, you don't wear your own shit? No, of course not. Like, that's classless.
It's like when you walk into the Chinese restaurant and all the Chinese kids are not eating the food that's
Yeah,
on the
no,
menu.
no, I'm not eating that shit. But yeah, Jimmy Kimmel responded and he said that, he was upset at the comments because it's alluding to the fact that he may be a pedophile. And Aaron Rodgers responded saying, I never alluded to that. I never said that. What I said was guys like Jimmy Kimmel don't want the Epstein list to be revealed.
That was semantics, man.
That's,
Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah,
as
that's
someone that's been
It would
so
hold up. It would hold
outspoken,
up in the court of law.
Stand in your square. You've been this outspoken guy about a bunch of shit. You know exactly what you meant and what you said
Yeah,
and what you alluded to. You knew everyone was going to take that as you saying Jimmy Kimmel
yeah, but
was on the Epstein list doing nasty things. You like,
but Rory, you can take whatever I say the way you want
Of
to.
course.
If I didn't say that, that's not what I said. So in a court of law, because this is all Jimmy Kimmel was alluding to, that he would end up suing Aaron Rodgers for defamation of character. He's saying, I never said you were a pedophile. I never said that. Those
I'm
words
in
never
the
came
court
out
of
of my
law.
mouth.
Cool. Maybe he would win, and that's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm saying you know what you said on one of the biggest platforms that is Pat McAfee.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how outspoken you've been about so much stuff in regards to that way of thinking. We know that guy.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Twitter troll. Aaron Rodgers is their face.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on. And I'm not here to defend Jimmy Kimmel, and I'm not vaccinated. Either way, you know what the fuck you said.
I don't like that Kimmel took it the I'm going to sue you route, because the minute Rodgers spars with him in a comedic way and Jimmy appropriately comes back with him with jokes, he should have kept it in the joke side,
Yeah.
because Jimmy would annihilate Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
If we're talking verbal spat, that's your field. Kill
Right.
him. Jimmy's a really good comedian.
And not only that, it's Aaron Rodgers. Like if you're a comedian and Aaron Rodgers says something about you online on a podcast or whatever, Like, I feel like that's your time to really be a comedian.
Cook his ass.
Yeah,
I
you
mean-
can really lean into that comedian shit here.
I hear what y'all saying, but people aren't insinuating that y'all are pedophiles. Some shit people just shouldn't play with, and I don't blame him for that. Like, that's not jokes.
It's the same way we talk about how Trump weaponizes his community, how Nicki Minaj weaponizes her community. Aaron Rodgers has that community that will find Jimmy Kimmel's wife's fucking license plate number. They will find his kid's school. The moment you put him next to Jeffrey Epstein, that community loses their mind and will start harassing his family, which has happened.
Yeah.
So you have to know, like, that's where I'm saying Aaron Rodgers, like, okay, bet. You didn't exactly say it. The same way when they asked Trump, do you deny QAnon? And he just said, stand down, but stand by. He didn't tell them to do anything, but we knew what he meant when he said it. Aaron Rodgers did the same thing here with Jimmy Kimmel, and his fucking family was harassed over it. Now, if Jimmy Kimmel is actually on the list doing some nasty shit, cool, but it hasn't been put out. Has there even been like any evidence that possibly Jimmy Kimmel is on that list doing nasty shit?
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
That's crazy. Aaron Rodgers should know his community and what they do when he says something like that.
Yeah, but again, on the side of that's not what he said. He said guys like Jimmy Kimmel don't want the list to come out.
What's
So
a guy
what the
like
fuck
Jimmy
does
Kimmel?
that
But
mean?
why name him?
A Hollywood guy?
I don't know.
You could've
throwing
named-
Jimmy Kimmel's name in it was
Bro,
crazy. Like that. I don't like. I'm just
That's
like, all
such
right,
a
why you
random
landed on
stray.
The guy from the
I'm
Man
with you.
Show?
I'm with you 100%. That was just random as fuck. But he did not say Jeffrey Epstein Jimmy Kimmel is a pedophile. He never said that.
Yeah.
He never said that. Of
But
course, it's you can allude to it, and that's what you're trying to say, and you're trying to put me next to this guy as being one of his Codys or one of his, alliances or his friends. Like, yeah, it makes you look a certain type of way, makes you look nasty. But just on the fact that Jimmy Kimmel alluded to suing or going to court, he would lose that case.
And the McAfee show removed Aaron Rodgers as a correspondent, at least for the time being. It looks like ESPN intervened or Disney. And we're like, nah, you got to go. Which it seemed like Pat spoke out about, and he was like pretty happy that they made that decision.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing. You go on these platforms, right? Aaron Rodgers says what he says and gives you this moment that goes everywhere. It's viral. Jimmy Kimmel's responding. Y'all get into this back and forth, right? Isn't this what these podcasts and these platforms want? They want guys that's going to come on there and say things that's going to, go viral and turn into something. And then when it does, it's like, oh, now we don't want you a part of this platform anymore.
Yeah, but it has to fit the agenda that they want. Like Aaron Rodgers never gets
It fit the
shut up
for
and
them to
dribble.
put it out. They put it out. Pat McAfee released the episode. He released the interview.
He took responsibility too. He said, I'll take responsibility for that. But
Of course he will.
But he's also saying that
the
this
moment is
isn't
viral.
This isn't
It's
the
done.
first
Yeah,
wild thing that Aaron Rodgers has said. What he's saying is like this has continuously been like Aaron Rodgers saying wild shit. He's like, I'm tired of my inbox being flooded with responses to the crazy shit that he says. Some people don't want that.
Yeah, because to Demaris' point, Pat's getting the brunt of everything he says because his name is still the name of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, dude, I'm tired of like you say reckless shit, go home, and then I'm just like left with
But
all.
that's bullshit, though. That's bullshit. Because Pat McAfee wants that.
He as a
He wants
show, I would imagine it looks good, like for a Nielsen rating.
Of course, they want that. So don't sit here now because Disney or whoever stepped in and was like, yo, we can't have Aaron on the platform. And now it's like, oh, good. Like we want to kind of like separate ourselves from Aaron Rodgers. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You kept going. Like Aaron was a consistent personality on your podcast. You spoke to him. I mean, he's not playing. He tore his Achilles, so he has a lot of downtime this season. So now it's like, because Disney or whoever steps in, it's like, oh, nah, we don't want that to be associated with our platform. Like, that's bullshit. You wanted that viral moment. You wanted that. Y'all cut that clip. Y'all put it out. Y'all pushed it. It did what it had to do. Now, okay, Pat McAfee is saying, oh, we don't, support those ideas and those views of Aaron Rodgers or whatever they're saying, whatever PR shit they roll out after the big bosses step in and say, yo, listen, we can't have that. Now it turns into, oh, we don't want to associate ourselves with that. But you do, though.
But every corporation feels like the program is bigger than the person. Like they'll use anyone to get salacious headlines, get rid of them, rinse and repeat. Like Tucker Carlson was the #1 rated news anchor, period.
Mm-hmm.
Fox never thought Tucker's bigger than me, so let's get rid of Tucker and get someone else in there that's just going to say salacious shit. They'll probably do the same thing here. They used Aaron for what he was worth.
Yeah.
created as much controversy as we could. Now let's move on to the next person, rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
and
but-
we'll never be on the hook for it, even though we're the ones that keep hiring these people.
Yeah, but now how long before Aaron Rodgers gets his podcast?
I'm sure it's being recorded as we speak.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So it's like, cut it out with this shit. You're not
He could
really
go to
upset.
X.
Well, he can definitely do that. He can definitely do that.
What did you guys think of Don Lemon? How I say his last name? Is it Lemon?
Lemon, yeah.
He's now part of X.
In what
Officially
regard?
announced
He's one of the X-Men?
the same way that Tucker Carlson took his show to X. Don is doing the same thing, which I find extremely interesting. Say what you want about Elon Musk. I may agree with you, but I like what he's doing as far as Don
Creating
Lemon
space,
being
Creating
the
a platform for people to say what they want to say.
face of the left for quite some time. I know he then started to piss some of the left off, but he's been a representation of Democrats in media for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker Carlson, obviously the opposite. Having both of them on your platform,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's how news should be. I'm not
Yeah.
saying both of them are not full of shit,
Mm-hmm.
but at least both of these options are available on your platform.
The thing for me is you don't never want anybody that you always agree with everything that they say. You're not going to agree with everything everybody says. You're not going to agree with everything everybody does. So if Aaron Rodgers says something like he said, yeah, he shouldn't have said it, but does that mean get him off the platform? Like, no, you just don't agree with what he said. Cool. Is Aaron Rodgers a terrible, horrible person? I don't think so.
But I
It
think
only comes down
said
to
something-
advertisers.
it's a
said- yeah, but
cumulative.
that's
it's a
dumb shit.
cumulative effort. Like it wasn't just this one offense. He's been saying things that have led to reactions and like outcry from other people.
But that's most people with these platforms, though.
You're not wrong, yeah. But I don't.
Most
Yeah,
people,
but
they're gonna
when
say
you
shit
get
that you don't agree with. Most of these people say things we don't agree with, and we talk about it, and then people are outraged and things like that. And it's like, okay, the next week they say something that you agree with, and you're like, oh, okay, cool.
But when you have a corporation who answers to advertisers, I'm not risking my bag or the bag, like this multi-million-dollar bag off Aaron Rodgers want to say wild shit. I'm not putting myself in position to be sued. Like any corporation will make that decision.
I just think it's hilarious that they have put Aaron Rodgers and the rhetoric that he's been saying for quite some time with the same result of Colin Kaepernick going like, hey man, I really feel like police are going a little too far in how they treat black people. They treated it the same way.
yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
I just like the fact that X or Elon Musk is allowing these personalities and these people to have their platform and freedom of speech and to say things that they want to say. I mean, I can go on X and see a girl squirting all over her car seat. So why not go in there and listen to Don Lemon?
Shout out Miss B Nasty.
Miss
That's how you want your feed to go. You want instead of commercial
Well, balance.
breaks,
I
you
want to see Miss B
that.
Nasty squirt all over her game console, and then I want to hear Don Lemon talk about, what's going on in the world and things like that.
I mean, he's slowly and quietly creating a great strategy where you don't need to leave the app.
Oh,
Any last thing that you want,
Yeah.
you can find on this app.
X is like Target. It's the Target of social media. It's like I went in here just to get some baby wipes. I left out of here with a lawn chair. I didn't know. I didn't know I needed a lawn chair till I came to Target.
Do you guys watch? I mean,
You know,
these
you
haven't
get your
happened
Rome
yet.
Breakdown.
But have you guys watched outside of the clips, like the full Tucker Carlson interviews on X?
Some of them, yeah.
Just like the in full though, the whole hour thing. I
So-
can't.
No.
That's too much.
Yeah.
The clips I can live with.
Yeah. I'm not watching a full hour of anything on X. I'm just not doing it.
I mean, I had to watch the full Kevin Spacey interview. That was fucking wild.
That was crazy.
He was in character as Frank from House of Cards
Yeah.
the entire interview. It was some creepy shit. Like I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone or The Matrix during the entire thing.
Mm.
Because it was a real interview with Tucker being Tucker, talking to Frank from House of Cards, while one of the best actors, even though he's a fucking creep, he is an incredible actor,
Mm-hmm.
was in character talking about current things in the US and shit based off what he was going through personally. He unlocked like the seventh wall at that point. It like actually bothered me.
Do you think that they go into those interviews like Kevin Spacey went into that knowing that he was going to be in character? Like this is going to be like me in character.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure they planned that for quite some time. And it was, say what you will about both of those people, it was refreshing to actually see news be made a mockery of in that type of style. Like it wasn't a comedy bit,
Mhm.
but it showed the fucking circus of what we watch every day. Like we are really watching a production.
Yeah.
And I know you guys hate when I defend Kanye, and God forbid now I'm defending Tucker Carlson and Kevin Spacey. But it was a beautiful example that I'd never seen done of what you guys are watching is theater, and we'll
Mhm.
prove it to you.
Mhm.
And it was theater.
Mhm.
And it was exactly like the news. Same answers. He just happened to be in a character we see on House of Cards. It was nuts. And, I didn't see too many people talking about it, but I don't know.
That was one of his first ones, no?
No, it was like 2 weeks
Nah.
ago.
Oh.
Nah, Tucker's been doing that.
No, I mean the Kevin Spacey one.
Oh.
Yeah, because Kevin Spacey went, when he got
Big
charged
clip.
with all that weird shit, or when they accused all that weird shit, he was gone for a while. He's been out of the limelight.
He disappeared and then put up on YouTube however many years ago. Let Me Be Frank is what it was called. And he was in character
That was weird.
addressing all the things he was accused of as Frank from House of Cards. Yeah, bro. He's next level. Like, I feel like to be that good of an
That's
actor,
low-key
you
some-
have to be a fucking creep.
That's low key some genius shit to do though.
To stay in character.
Yeah,
And
because it's
calling
not
it
like
Let Me Be Frank.
Yeah, because it's like I didn't.
I'm
Kevin
speaking
Spacey didn't
from
dress-
this person.
right.
Smart.
It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's
It
like,
didn't
y'all
clean
can't-
shit up. I was just like, wow, that's creative.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not like
You watch, you're like, damn, he's a good actor.
yeah,
No, the entire time. I was
But you
like,
can't
what
put
the
that on
fuck?
Kevin
This guy's
Spacey,
so
though.
good at acting.
yeah, like you can't put it on anything he says in that interview. Doing that, you can't put on Kevin Spacey.
He's
But then it puts in my mind, who's really acting?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is Kevin Spacey ever acted? Is this just been Kevin Spacey the whole fucking time?
And they created a role for him.
Yeah. Like his method acting is method living. That's just who the fuck he is.
How manipulative do you think that great actors are in real life?
oh my God.
Very.
Very.
Like how manipulative do you think like Denzel can be? Like
Everyone but Jonathan Majors, I think that's why he was actually fired, not because of the
Because he wasn't a good actor.
like come on, you couldn't get out of a text message with your girlfriend?
yeah.
We can't have you in this franchise. You're an awful actor.
No, they saw that boot collection, and they was
50
like,
feet.
nah. They was like, fam, we can't be aligned with a guy like this.
Well, how many
He has no
actors-
sneakers.
How many actors have like really long, successful marriages that are under the radar, not to another celebrity? Probably not very many.
There's Denzel,
How long has Denzel been married?
a very, very
At least
long time.
40 years. I think.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson. But Samuel L. Jackson has been married for years to another actress as well.
Is Jim Carrey still married?
He was married twice. One lasted a year. The other one lasted, it looks like 7 years.
Because I thought it was interesting in that Dave Chappelle, his recent stand up, and he was talking about the time that he met Jim Carrey, and he was
Andy Kaufman.
doing the Andy Kaufman movie. So the entire time he was in character as Andy Kaufman, and that was his first time meeting Jim, and he was excited to meet him, and he was like, he walked in the trailer, he was like Jim, and everybody was like, no. He's like he's Andy Kaufman. He's like in character 24/7. That ability to do that would have to affect your personal life.
Oh, absolutely.
Heath Ledger.
I mean,
Yeah, it has, for you to have the ability to hit a switch in your brain and do that. There's no way that does not affect your personal life and your personal relationships with people.
did you watch the Jim and Andy documentary on Netflix?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how much it was affecting. It
Mhm.
started out kind of funny,
Yeah.
but that got even crazier probably at home or
Mhm.
with family.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have seen like Chappelle in the background of that Jim and Andy doc. That would have been hilarious. Yo, somebody posted a clip, like an old Saturday Night Live episode from like 95 or some shit. And at the end, like when they do the send off and they have the whole cast
Mhm,
there and like
mhm.
the celebrities, I watched Tupac dap Will Ferrell and walk away. And I was like, this is the wildest shit
Damn.
I've ever seen. The fact that this is like documented. They're just like in the background chopping it up and just like daps Will Ferrell on his way out.
Tupac did SNL? I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either. But I was 5. So I feel like you should have known that.
You weren't there, Maul? Oh, no. Wrong
No.
crew.
I wasn't there.
Wrong crew.
Wrong side.
Yeah,
no,
it's actually
no, I was
crazy.
not at Saturday Night Live in 1995.
Speaking of Chappelle, one of his actual sketches came to life this past week.
And
I'm gonna send this one over to Maul. I don't think I should really lead this this topic.
So this high school athlete. He's still in high school, correct?
Yes.
He plays basketball and football.
Yeah.
His name is Noah. I say Knigga.
I believe the K is silent.
The K
So
may be silent.
Give respect to his family's last name.
So his name is Noah Knigga.
Mhm.
Do you know him?
That's my nigga.
Do you want to hear?
You know of him?
Should we play how the family pronunciates it? Because they throw.
That's what I want to hear.
It.
I want to hear the family enunciate the last name.
And shout out to RG3 for getting this interview, of all people.
All right, here you go.
How do you pronunciate the last name?
Oh, so this is how you pronounce it. It's Noah Knigga. You said Knigga? Knigga. Like that?
What do you mean by that? See, that's the key.
Knigga.
So they throw the
Knigga.
K in there.
Knigga. Okay. Not the first time a K's been thrown at a nigga, but
Okay, but typically,
You know what?
not the first time. History,
K is first of all.
history
I
repeats
studied
itself.
English. The K is always silent.
when
You
it,
never pronounce. You never say the K.
is there
in a
any
word.
other word that has a K and an N in it where the K is ever pronounced?
like knight, like an armored
Yeah.
knight? You don't say knight. It's knight.
Knife.
Knight.
So according to Ancestry.com, this last name is traced back to Britain and Ireland. So I ask now, do I get a pass?
To say Knigga? Yeah, you can say Knigga.
All right, cool. I was making sure. All right, well, I'll get us out of that topic because I think we're dragging it and I don't want to get in trouble. Breakfast Club is back in disarray. Maul, I guess you were right. I mean, you were 8 years too early, but I think you were correct. It's looking a little shaky over there. I think I'm here to compliment them, by the way. There is no beef. I want to say a week ago or 2 weeks ago, there was an announcement that Jess Hilarious was going to be the full-time host at the Breakfast Club to fill in for Angela Yee. For I think over a year, they were doing guest hosts and just having different people come in and out. Jess Hilarious did a great job, so it made
Yeah, she did. Shout out to Jess Hilarious.
made a lot of sense when we saw that announcement. But this morning, January 11th on Thursday, Envy and Charlemagne were going back and forth saying that there has been no hire. They're getting frustrated with the whole situation. They didn't want it to just be the two of them for this long. They thought they would hire someone within a few months to a year. And it really seemed like Jess was that. But clearly that's not the case. So I'm not really sure what to believe or if that announcement even was real. Because clearly Envy and Charlemagne are not with this back and forth shit.
I thought that, well, again, we don't know if that announcement was official or not.
Well, it couldn't be.
Yeah.
Because as of today, they say there is no replacement right now. There is no new hire. And they're tired of doing rumor report.
What, but why not just bring Jess Hilarious on full time?
Well, anything could have happened. They could have offered her amount of money. They could, maybe they didn't come to an agreement with the terms of a contract.
It would have to be something like that.
Yeah.
It would have to be
Happened.
something like, because when that report came out, I thought it was legit. I thought it was official. Obviously it wasn't. But do you want to see a new like permanent replacement, or do you want to see like the continuous
The guest host thing I thought was actually pretty cool. I think it added a new element to it. They need to hire someone full-time though. And I mean this as an absolute compliment to Envy and Charlemagne. They're treating this just as a job now. I think they rightfully so went in there, threw their dick on the table for how much money it would take to keep them there.
Mm-hmm.
I think they overcharged for what they did to the Cold Crush. And Envy and Charlemagne were not turning down that amount of money, rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think they treat this show as just a job that they go to in the morning, and they have other ventures outside of that they are actually focused and passionate about. I'm not here to make a real estate joke. I promise. I just think they both have other things they care about.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just let me go there in the morning, read the script, and leave. Breakfast Club needs someone that's going to treat that shit like it's their baby. It's not just their job. It's their new venture. They're going to come in there the way Envy and Charlemagne first came in. We're like, we're here to make impact. We're here to do something. This is not just a paycheck.
Mhm.
This is our shit. So they need someone full-time that's going to have that type of energy. Because rightfully so, Envy and Charlemagne are, going through the motions. And I don't fault them for that at all.
When I said the Breakfast Club was over, I meant because obviously things were happening where you could just see the writings on the wall. Like people were developing into their own brands and had a lot of things going on outside of the Breakfast Club brand, which means their attention, their energy was elsewhere. So naturally things would start to pull them away from what they all built together. Not necessarily a bad thing, because you build things and you create things to move on and do other things, and everything has its shelf life and things like that. So it's not a negative thing to say the Breakfast Club is over, but obviously it's not what it was once was. It's going through a bunch of changes, and personalities are not there no more. Angela Yee's gone, so the chemistry is totally different now. If you're rotating guests all year, pretty much week to week, month to month, the energy is going to be different. Different personalities mixed differently. So it's a different thing now. It's still called the Breakfast Club, but it's a different thing now. It's not what it once was, or what we grew up knowing it to be. Well,
I mean, I
think that Charlamagne and Envy should both, honestly, aside from they're both getting paid very well being there, I think they should step aside and let it grow into something totally different.
But I think that's what a new hire would do, where they could take more of the backseat, almost like GM coaching role. Like someone else can be the star, but they are still there.
Let them still produce. Let Envy and Charlamagne still produce the show.
Yeah, which I think they were trying to do with Jess and some of those other co-hosts that they were bringing in to rotate to see who made the most sense. Because a lot of them were Charlamagne's friends and people that he has helped and put on already. So, I mean, I'm not sure what iHeart is doing, or if that kind of says how they feel about the Breakfast Club in general. Maybe it's not something they want to fully invest in, and it would take a certain amount of money to get Jess there, or someone like Jess. I thought she would have been great, but my backup up until 2 days ago was Bitcoin Rodney, but then he was arrested. I thought he'd be a great fill-in. He's been on the Breakfast Club, teaching us all about Bitcoin the same way Caesar taught us about real estate. Breakfast Club has always been there to teach us life lessons in the business world. But Bitcoin Rodney was, well, let me start with this. Free Rod.
Till it's backwards.
He
scream free Rodney till it's backwards.
Yeah. Rodney free.
Yeah.
For those that don't know Bitcoin Rodney or did not catch his episodes on the Breakfast Club, he's pretty much the Caesar of Bitcoin shit. Wow. He was arrested for an absolute Ponzi scheme for Bitcoin. Just like Caesar, he was in jail, then he was free, and then just stumbled upon millions of dollars out of nowhere. Yeah. He read one book at the law library and was like, yo, I understand Bitcoin now. Essentially what his Ponzi scheme was, people would invest into his Bitcoin business with somebody over in China that was his partner. Say I invested $3,000 with Bitcoin Rodney. I would then get $6,000 worth of their Bitcoin. So I would then be like, oh, wow. The moment I invested, I doubled my money.
You're up.
But then we found out his $6,000 meant absolutely fucking nothing. And then he ran away with my liquid cash. And now I'm sitting here with $6,000 of worthless shit that's just on my computer desktop. It's just a number on my screen. I can't spend it anywhere. So to me, he explained Bitcoin, but it's a Ponzi scheme.
He allegedly frauded more than $7 million through this fake investment scheme that you just detailed.
Well, Bitcoin Rodney about to be JPay Rodney in a minute. Gonna have to hit him on his JPay and show him some love. I just, I understand everybody's out here and everybody got these different moves they make and these hustles and things like that. I just don't know why everyone thinks that they're smarter than the federal government.
I don't know either.
Like, I don't get that. Like, I just don't get how people think that they're gonna, run these schemes and run these, these companies that aren't legit and aren't really doing business the right way. Like, how long do you think before the IRS and the government come knocking and say, hey, listen, you owe us this. Now, if you have this money to give back, see, that's how the government works. If you have the money to give back,
we straight.
We good.
Yeah.
All good. No harm, no foul, no blood. It's all good. But if you don't have that money, you're going to have to go sit down for a minute. And I just don't understand how people continue to run these schemes and things like that and think that they're outsmarting the IRS. Listen, they print the money. They know where the money's going. They know where it's at. They know how much of it is out there. They print it. They put them serial codes on each bill for a reason. And if you think that you're going to outsmart the people who are actually printing this money, then just keep doing what you're doing and we'll see you on JPay.
I just think so many people fall for the age-old government thing where they just let you commit crime for a while. Like they know you're doing something illegal,
Right.
but they're going to continue to let you do it so they can build the case. And you're going to start getting this confidence of like, I just got that play off and
Yeah.
there was no attention.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do this next one.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 years passes and you're like, I think I have this under control. Like,
Yeah.
I would have been arrested by now.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, no, we've been watching you for 3 years. We just wanted you to get to 7 million. Think we were going to arrest you when you were at 5,000?
Yeah, it looks like he totaled 562 wire transfers or cashier's checks, which was, it says, upwards of 7.8 million, actually.
Crazy. Poor Envy, man.
I mean, is it poor Envy though?
That was his man's.
Yeah, you're the company you keep. Look at his team.
He brought some wild people onto that show.
Yo, Bitcoin Rodney is crazy. Oh man, but either way, man, Breakfast Club. I think that honestly needs a complete revamp, though. I mean, obviously, Charlemagne and Envy are legends, and the Breakfast Club is one of the most iconic platforms that we've ever had in our culture, without a doubt. But I think that it's obviously it's something else now, and it's time for a whole new thing.
Well, it should have been a sign because Hot 97 got to premiere the Jay-Z and D'Angelo song when Breakfast Club didn't. But they premiered it, and it made me feel bad because if this was years ago, somebody would have ripped that entire stream off the radio. We would have had it.
Oh yeah,
There was only like a minute snippet that Elliot posted, which I will say, when you're listening to this podcast, the whole song is out. So we're not going to dive too deep into this, but this is the day before it comes out. We only know the snippet. And I will say, I'm not sure where Hove is taking us in that snippet. I know it's a 10-minute long song, so I'm not going to judge what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
I just, where was Sean going with that one?
I think that we know by now if Jay is going to get in the booth and record music again, it's going to be because he's going to say something of significance. It's not going to just be to just put shit out. Obviously, on the DJ Khaled album, God did. You know, he when he does things like that, when he puts out music, he's making a statement. He's teaching. He's trying to get people thinking on a different level, which is what he's supposed to do at this point in his career. It's like, what else can he say? What else can he do?
Also a D'Angelo record. Like, you got to.
Then it's D'Angelo.
But he was like talking on this shit. And I get like, he was giving us some cool, like, grown Instagram captions.
Yeah.
I slept on the couch because it's not a bed without you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I see where he was taking it, but he didn't have to do it in a weird accent and then rhyme it with daddy cigarettes or something.
Mm.
It's just, I was lost.
Well, the Book of Clarence is out January 12th. Shout out to James Samuels, the reports of the movie, because they debuted and they premiered in LA last week.
You flew out for the day?
No, I wish I did though, but I did.
Day trip to LA.
Sick. But I'm hearing great things about the movie.
Same.
James is doing a great job, man, of just portraying, Black excellence and Black culture and telling these stories from a different perspective than they've been told traditionally. I just think that he's doing a great job. He's doing it his way. He did the entire soundtrack, produced the entire soundtrack, composed it.
I have never seen a director also do the soundtrack. Like, he's the primary artist of the whole thing. And I mean, if you know the Bullets and know James's background, he was a musician first, an incredible one at that.
Yeah.
I just think that's for the no one's really discussing. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't think of another director that has done that.
I can't think of
That's incredible.
any other director that has done something like that. It just speaks to James's genius, his talent level, his vision, and I think that this is another installation and capsule of what his creative mind is going to give to the culture. I think that this is just the beginning of it. I think that we're just starting to see James really hit his stride and deliver powerful projects like the Book of Clarence, the soundtrack, the amazing Lil Wayne, D'Angelo, Jay-Z. There was a bunch of other people on the track list that I saw, and I was just like, no, James is really
Your crush, Doja's on there.
Doja Cat, Kodak, Georgia Smith, Cudi.
Again, I'm excited to hear James on the shit more than the features. But can we make this about us before we get into voicemails?
Let's do it.
I mean, you're saying how amazing James is as a director. Can we tell the world what he said to us?
Yeah.
Somebody put us on FaceTime with James and he said, for some strange reason, you two can act. And I wasn't sure if that was a backhanded compliment or not.
Sounds like it.
I mean, we weren't supposed to know how to act, so I guess it's not.
Wait, when did you act? He's talking about the skits?
Our sketches, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was watching those and
got you.
Was blown away that Maul and I had any acting ability whatsoever.
I could see why that would surprise somebody, though.
I agree. It was just funny how he said it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if he was shitting on me or not.
Damn, you couldn't find room for you in this film, Rory?
When we spoke to him, I think he was in, was it Italy?
Yeah, I think they were shooting. They
When
were just
FaceTime?
they had just started shooting the Book of Clarence.
Yeah.
When we spoke to him last year. But yeah, I mean, you know, he has other projects he's working on, and you know, we'll see what the future holds. Maybe one day we'll be in a James Samuel production and creation.
Never know.
But either way, Book of Clarence, January 12th. Go support that. Go download the soundtrack as well. Just another creative genius in our culture that I think that it's important that we support and we pay homage to. So shout out to James Samuels on another great project, Book of Clarence.
Showing your age with that download.
No, that's not what it is. Stream. Should I say stream?
When's the last time you downloaded something?
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Well, even if you stream, you can still download it to your phone. Not
Yeah.
every song you stream is downloaded to your phone.
That's true.
Well, go download it.
Download it.
Go
stream
buy it off iTunes or
Buy
go to your
it,
local
support it,
record store and buy
Post
the CD.
it, share it, repost it, do whatever you got to do, man, because James is very important to our culture, so we got to support him.
Agreed. Voicemails.
You've got mail.
Voicemails.
Julian,
Okay.
you said there were some good ones today.
I pleasantly sipping my coffee this morning, listening to about 5 or 6 new ones that came in that made me very
You
excited.
drinking hazelnut?
No, I bought it's like a dark cherry. It's a more full body, darker blend.
Was
the
it
moment.
was it free from your app?
No, it's from this is from Whole Foods. I bought these are like I buy whole beans and then I grind them at home and then I make it in the little French press and then I use oat milk.
French. He has a French press.
You know, he gets free coffee and sandwiches and salads because he's a model.
Why do you gotta tell them all that?
I just want to hear the voicemails, bro.
There's
Yeah.
an app
That's what.
that like you submit your portfolio to, and they're like, "Nah, you're a model."
You look good.
That's bullshit.
Here's-
Because
here's-
Rory asked
here's a
me-
free coffee.
Rory asked how to get on it.
Oh no, I downloaded it, and then I had realized you had to submit a portfolio.
You have to
like,
be
yo, is
signed
my
to an
IG work?
agency.
Yo, they have my IG. Maybe that might give me a free coffee.
Because you got to understand, like in this neighborhood, Julian's walking around like with an Amex card he doesn't have to pay off.
You're right.
He's just getting free shit left and right. I wanted it.
It
That's
is pretty
fire.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
We got a model.
Let's start with this little relationship advice here. We have a gamer that's trying to link with this girl.
Demaris.
Yo, what's up, Pod? You guys call me Davis. I'm reside out in North Carolina. I saw you guys in Charlotte when you came out here on your first tour. Show was great, man. We would love for you guys to double back out here so we can show you more love out here in the Queen City. I want some advice from you all, though. I've been talking to somebody for about 5 months now. We talk every day, every night. We game together. We met via gaming. So, we have a lot in common. I spent a lot of energy and invested a lot in this person, and she has for me as well. My question, though, or my concern, is when I bring up the idea of meeting in person, I'm always met with hesitation or I'm met with an unclear answer. And I want to know what you guys think about that. I know she's real. I've seen plenty of pictures, FaceTimed, all that type of stuff. So it's not like a catfishing thing, but I don't know what it is. We've invested a lot of time with each other. So before it makes to that next step, I just want to know what the interaction is in person, but she's hesitant about that. So let me know what you guys think. Maybe would you guys be willing to potentially move to another state to be with somebody? Maybe why or why not? Keep doing what you're doing, though. We love the pod. Stay blessed.
So did he mention where she lives? So she's not in
No,
Charlotte.
She's
obviously.
not local.
Man, his last question was, would you move to another city to be with somebody?
Which we can get to.
That
but
you've never met.
I want to tackle this first part of, okay, she's not catfish, but doesn't want to link him.
How does he know she's not catfish?
He said he's FaceTimed her. He's seen plenty of pictures, yada, yada.
I don't
Okay.
buy the pictures part, but FaceTime, sure.
Okay, if you FaceTime somebody and that's who
Yeah, they
the
can't.
person that's sending you
catfish
pictures, then
FaceTime
okay.
him.
it's like, all right,
I don't know.
legit.
If she's doing from the neck up,
Gamers,
I think by catfish, I think he's suggesting she's a real person. That's the degree of catfish we're talking about.
Yeah,
Not that she doesn't
may
look
not.
like her
She may
photo.
not be as attractive in person as her photos, maybe, but it is the person that she's portraying in the photos.
That's what I think he means by catfish. Like he's
Um,
not talking to just some dude.
I think that she may just have somebody else, and he's like just her fun getaway
yeah.
pen pal, text and FaceTime whenever I'm not with my significant other type of deal. But she's not jumping out the window and leaving her relationship for this guy.
Yeah. Sounds like she's in a very long-term relationship and it's just getting boring. And she can hide behind, oh, this is my gamer friend if he
Yeah.
ever gets caught. Or
Yeah.
when she's on the video games, he's none the wiser
Yeah.
what she's doing. So that's what I personally think. To answer his second question, I mean, if you want to move in with her and her family, with her husband and kids.
It's tricky moving to another city to be with somebody, especially if you're moving to her city. Like if the guy is moving, it's tricky because it's like, okay, are you moving and then you're gonna try to move into her spot, or are you moving there getting your own place and she's moving in with you?
never met.
Well, I think he's asking another hypothetical. I don't think he's saying, I've never met this woman in person and I'm about to just move to her city. I don't think he's that crazy, guys. I think he was just asking another question, like,
Would he move to the
hypothetically.
city to be closer to her?
That's fair.
Yeah. Like say they meet and they hit it off and they want to actually continue a relationship. Do you move?
I don't know, man. That's such a big.
That's a stupid thing.
I mean, if
That's
you're gonna
the
move to
dumbest-
if you're gonna move to another city, let it be a city where you can plant your own roots. Though, like you have a job, or if you work remote, you can get your own place. But I wouldn't say move to another city and just try to jump out there and like live with someone. Like I wouldn't do that. If you want to be closer to somebody and be able to see them and have random dates and things like that, then I'm not saying don't go for it, because people have done it and it has worked out and
Yeah.
they're together and have families and love and things like that. But I would just always say, man, have your own situation though.
Don't go there with her being the only reason why you're moving.
Yeah, like don't
It's crazy.
go there and make sure you have options that if that doesn't work out, you still are able to survive in that city and able to do your own thing and you're able to be productive in that city. But you don't want to go there and just put all your cards in making it work with this significant other.
Yeah.
And then when that doesn't happen, now you're scrambling and trying to figure out what it is you're trying to do. Like, so yeah, if you want to move closer to her, go for it, but definitely have your own shit going on, or your own place, your own income, your own job, things like that.
He said something I found interesting. He said, I wanted to meet with her. It just hasn't happened for whatever excuses. Have you said those things in passing? Like, or how direct have you been? Be like, hey, like, I really enjoy playing this game with you. We have great conversations on the game, on FaceTime, whatever. I want to see you this weekend. Like, I think, is he being too passive with it, or
Maybe.
be more definitive and be like, hey, look, if in a week's time, 2 weeks time, depending on how far apart they are from each other, like, yo, not pack up and move there, but like, okay, say she's like a 6-hour drive. I'll drive to you, or like, I'll fly to where you're at. Like, let's spend real time together. That's not on the game. I think at this point, it sounds like he needs to just be more direct about it. And if she is hiding something, I feel like that would be her cue to be like, oh, well, this is actually what's going on in my personal romantic life. This is why I can't see you.
Yeah.
It's always so funny to hear things that people go through, like in romantic or, personal relationships with people, because I feel like I would never even entertain the thought of doing something like that. Like picking up and moving to another city to like be next to a woman that I never met. I wouldn't even be thinking about that. I don't care how many times we FaceTime. Like, I'm not going to be thinking about, I'm going to move to.
I don't think that's as common as we think it is. To just up and move to a city based off someone you have never met before.
I think it's
Maybe
I'm not
90
going to say
Day
it's common,
Fiancé.
but I think a lot of people do it.
I don't know.
I think a lot of people do that.
I know some friends that have moved to be, if their girl or whatever got a job, and they shifted their work to that city, and to what we're saying, you make like a thing out of it. But then the few people I know that have done that, the relationship in the new city always breaks up, and the person always ends up coming back to New York.
That's because long distance relationships are fake. They're not real.
No, not
Sorry to burst everyone's
not
bubble.
long distance. Like
That-
they meet in New York, get in a relationship. Homegirl gets a really fantastic job in like Austin, Texas.
You're saying moves with.
He's
okay,
like, fuck it. I'm in banking. I can bank in Texas. Moves there.
Got you.
They try the new city thing and then it fucking implodes.
I've just seen so many people that are in long distance relationships that like actually meet and are together. When they finally get in the same city, it's different because their relationship is based off missing someone, and the time that you guys have together is just like bliss because you haven't seen them.
Mhm.
It's like the best weekend in your life.
It's the
There's no
honeymoon
fighting.
phase.
You never have to face real relationship shit because you're just you're on a high for 3 days and then you go back across the country and you miss them more
Mhm.
and then repeat.
Yeah.
And then when you guys finally have to deal with each other every day, it's like, oh, this isn't the same as the weekends.
Yeah.
But I think it's just you can probably still keep the weekend things. I think for people like that, like just
Just stay that way. It's fine.
I
to
think,
stay
but
that way.
relationship. I think a lot of relationships could use some distance, where it's like
I completely.
because a lot of the arguments are just y'all being tired of each other.
Long distance relationships is like online shopping.
Elaborate.
Like once the package arrives and you get it, it might not fit.
Like, yeah, why? What was I doing?
You know what I'm saying? Like it might not fit.
Impulse shopping.
Yeah, it's just like
Why was I drunk at 3 a.m. shopping online?
yeah, it's like it was a good idea, but now that it's here and I'm actually holding the product and I'm putting it on, and I'm just like it's not what I thought.
Have you guys ever tried a long distance relationship or just any amount of distance?
Yeah,
Jersey to Queens.
that's a long distance.
It's very long.
I mean,
very long
locally, that is a long distance.
That's like
This was before Uber.
yeah, that's like an hour and a half commute. Yeah, I've had long distance relationships. Some relationships, like long distance relationships, actually turned out to be like lifelong like friendships though. Like it never like went full like romantic and we're not together, but like we're still cool though.
I have
Like all your relationships.
No.
Yeah.
I used to only do long. You stupid. You're so stupid.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I said I used to only do long distance relationships because of that miss you factor. Like I get tired of people quick, so I used to prefer long distance relationships. I would always be in
But
Syracuse.
what's long
dating.
distance though?
I would be in Syracuse dating somebody in New York all the time.
That's not really
My whole time. 4
That-
hours
that's-
is not long distance.
That's a good long distance
That's
where
not
you
bad,
can make
yeah.
an impulse decision like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
You could
But
say
you're
I'll
still
see you.
far away.
I
That's
can
a
see
good
you tonight.
distance.
Like I'm coming to the show. I'll see you tonight. Like I could tell you that at noon and be like, yo, I'll see you tonight.
But to her point, she wants her city to be like her city. Like she could live her own life
Yeah.
independent of the other person.
They just be one space to date other people.
She does. Well, not date, but she just wants to be independent, alone. Not to date. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, like
No,
most
I
of the
just
time.
I liked having my own like. The people never met my parents because my parents lived in Syracuse, and it was just like, oh, when I come to you, like this is your world. We have a blast, and then like I go home.
Because then that makes it like super official. Because you have to show them around, like they have to meet your high school friends.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm good. Like
We're married now.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, that would be odd. But I mean, you were making those trips up to Montreal all the time.
Mm.
Not
That's
all
pretty-
See, we say all the time. It
That
wasn't
was
all
that
the
was
time.
long distance.
That's how dudes do. You do something once and it's yo, you do that all the
No,
time.
but it's
who you are.
stamped. Like
Yeah.
it's in the passport book. We can see how many trips you made.
No, we didn't get through.
It's
My
inked
cousin,
up.
They wouldn't let us through.
But you found a way for her.
For her,
You went through the tunnels.
Got her across the.
there's no tunnels in Montreal. There might be. Let me not say that. Yeah, but no.
It's from the synagogue in Brooklyn.
long distance
a long walk.
relationships are cool though. If it's you meet the right person but just know like realistically, it's like this is probably not gonna work in real life though.
It's annoying when you do the long distance relationship and she lives in like a poppin' city where you know a lot of people. And I'm not saying to go like hoe or do anything, but like say I'm dating someone in LA and we don't see each other often and I'm going to be in LA for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
But because we don't see each other a lot, I now need to dedicate, no matter what, my 3 days in Los Angeles to you.
Right.
And even though I want to do that, I also like have a bunch of other people I haven't seen and
have
like,
friends and things like that. Work.
yeah, that's always the worst.
Yeah.
Like, make sure if she's long distance, she lives in Kentucky.
Like a bum ass city.
That you don't really particularly care unless Jacksontown.
Yeah. Then if you date a girl in a city that is like a poppin' city that you're in a lot, and then it's like, oh, you didn't come here to see me.
You know what's
You're
awkward
here for
too?
work. Like,
What if you do one of those sneak trips where you don't tell her you're out there and you like say you actually go there for a work thing or like another friend's event
and it's like a quick trip.
and it's quick and you're like, I want to do this with my guys or whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
And she just,
Oh, I've done that. That's worse. And they find out you were there.
I would say you get caught.
Oh, that's now you asking for like a whole different issue.
Mm.
That's worse. You can't go to a girl
That's
city.
a breakup.
Like you can't go to a girl city that you talk to and like really talk to. Like you spent time together, like, and y'all have like a thing. Like this is like your girl basically. And you go to that city, like even only if it's work or it's an event, 2 days and then you're back out. You can't let her find out that you were there for
That sounds too stressful too, because now I'm like walking around telling people like, yo, don't put me on your story.
Yeah.
Like
that's just too much work, man.
I'm
See,
not in Atlanta.
That's too much work.
I'm-
That's way too much work. And it's too much pressure. It's like you go out to eat in that city, you like, damn, like, yo, what if she walks in here, like, and I'm sitting here like chilling with the homies and like she sees me at this table.
And then you're lying on text. She's like, yo, what you up to?
Yeah, and it's like
And then you really asking her detailed shit. Like, what part of the city do you happen to be in right now?
you can't FaceTime her because it's supposed to be nighttime. We're in New York, but you're in LA, the sun is still out. Like, it's just it's just too much shit to keep up with.
LA will catch you up with that shit quick because everybody goes to the same places in LA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
What's always awkward is when you go to her city and like she takes you out and she knows certain people and you just kind of like sit there like starting to add shit up in your head. We've all been there. We've had that conversation. What's weirder is when you go to her city and you run into people you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, you been here before?
Yeah.
Like, no, it was years ago. They just said he was here though.
Yeah, man.
Nothing is
LA will get you caught up.
And then she just says like passive aggressive shit for the rest of the night. Like, no, it's your city. You tell us where to go.
You it was lit.
You hit the promoter.
Yo, dating is so crazy, man. Like it's just a crazy game. Like dating, it's a crazy fucking game. Man.
It's a weird concept.
It is.
It's a concept that doesn't make much sense, but it's human nature.
But it's also fun though. Like
It's
dating
very
is
fun.
It's fun. It can be fun. You got to make it fun, but it can be stressful.
Do we have one more or?
We can do
Y'all
one
gave
more.
him no advice, by the way. Homie, she
Yes,
don't
we
like
did.
you.
Ask her directly.
Okay.
Or
Be direct.
we also told her that she probably has a family.
She has a real relationship.
Okay. Good luck.
I'll let you guys choose a fun, silly one or something more serious.
Fun, silly.
All right. Deal. It is Friday.
We talked about tunnels.
All right, gang.
He's in a
I
tunnel.
gotta stay anonymous on this one, but,
I
but
bet you
here's
do.
the deal.
Rabbi?
My girl has been alluding to the fact that she wants her nails done for about a week now. She gets home yesterday. All of a sudden, she says, "Hey, my coworker is going to get their nails done tomorrow. Do you care if I go with them?" I was like, I mean, yeah. Wait. You said with him? She said, "Yeah, this is my homie. I'm not going to throw his name out there, but this is the homie, all right?" Immediately, my stomach starts turning. I, of course, similar to what Rory would do, I played it cool. Acted like I'm the most secure man on earth. That, of course, it's cool to
Meanwhile,
go get your
boiling
nails
inside.
done with your straight male friend who's light skinned and wears bracelets and get his nails done. That's super, super cool because I'm a cool boyfriend. You know what I mean? I'm freaking out. Is that normal? Should I be cool with this? Do I need to dump her? Let me know.
Okay, he played it like me, and no bullshit, I would have no issue with this.
Wait, you would have no issue
said
with
he's
your girl
freaking
going
out.
to get her nails done with a guy?
With her male friend, I'm totally fine.
He's light skinned with bracelets.
Now you're judging him, and there's another word for that.
It's not an impossible thing for a girl to go get her nails done with a guy. It's not impossible.
You've
You
gone and
get
got
your
your
nails
nails
done.
done with girls before, right?
With a girl?
You never took like your homegirl with you?
I may have. Not often though.
You always
That's
go
not-
dolo?
Yeah.
I mean, most
I like
people go
that.
dolo, but yeah.
I may have some questions like, who's the work friend?
Yeah, but if I'm going with a girl
Right.
to get our nails done together, I'm probably trying to knock her down though. So that's the difference in this story. I'm not saying I've never taken a girl and gone and got her nails done and we've got, a manicure together. But if I did, it probably was a girl that I was attracted to. And if the opportunity presented itself, we would be physical.
Is there something sensual about getting your nails done? Sometimes you're not even on the same side of the salon.
No, it's not about
Like
it's not
I might
sexual.
even, if I go with my homegirl to get my nails and feet done, I might put my AirPods in the entire time we're there together.
No, I'm not saying to be all over each other while you're getting your nails done. I'm just saying, like, if I'm going to get a manicure with a girl, it's probably a girl that I am probably interested in.
Well, it sounds like he was at work and was just having like work banter and said, yo, I'm about to get my nails done tomorrow. And she was like, oh, I need to get them done.
Yeah, but you know how it is.
Doesn't mean he was trying to fuck. It just means he actually had an appointment.
Yeah, but people in the workplace, a lot of people cheat with people at the workplace. It's like, that's a slippery slope, man.
So y'all know I'm team defend all women, right? So I will be rocking with her, going to get her nails done with her male friend. If he hadn't gave this little piece of information where he said, she's been mentioning all week about wanting to get her nails done. She was laying breadcrumbs, baby. She was always going with homie. But what she did was lay the breadcrumbs so that you can keep hearing nails done, nails done, nails done, so that when she finally went, it's not a surprise to you that she's going.
That's
evil.
not the angle I would have went. You guys are fucking diabolical.
Oh, so you're
I would have
saying-
said because he didn't pay for her nails.
That's what I was thinking.
That was the breadcrumbs. Like, hey, how about you pay for my nails or take me to get my nails? Wow, that's really what it was.
So she's like, oh no,
Y'all are
you've
sick.
been known that. I've been mentioning it. But she revealed that it was him like the last second. By the way, I'm going.
Yomi's shaking it.
That's
Yo,
fucked
y'all are
up.
sick. I really thought it was like a payment thing.
And
he's paying.
There has to be history here. There has to be
can't
more
pay for my girl's
context.
nails. That's where I draw the line.
They definitely get drinks together and shit like that.
You have to.
I would
Well,
imagine.
they serve
I would
You have
think
to
at
go
the, at
eat.
the high-end nail
After you get
spots,
your
they got
nails done,
champagne.
you have to go get something.
I'm imagining
There's
they're
champagne at the nail space.
Yeah.
Because how often does she get her nails done? Because if she's a regular, like I go get my nails done every 2 weeks, right? If she goes regularly and homie said he wanted to get his nails done and she's just like, oh, I got a girl, like, I like my shop, come with me. That's different. But she's saying she kept mentioning that she wanted or needed to get her nails done. It's like, is this not a regular thing for her? Is he like putting her onto the nail spot? Like I need to know a little bit more before I condemn her. But I'm sorry, that I need to get my nails done. I need to get my nails done. I need to get my nails done. Then Friday, I'm going with my homeboy to get my nails done. That's laying breadcrumbs.
Easy fix. All you got to do is pop up at the nail salon and like drop the card.
Say, oh, me too.
Drop the card. Listen, I'm paying for her nails.
For your toes on the table.
Do you pay for his too?
yeah, Demaris, you almost got cursed out on day 11.
No, I'm still.
What's wrong with you?
On 111.
Yeah, like what's wrong
So
with
you'll pay for the dinner, but not the nails, not the mani.
No, but it's
For her
different.
coworker?
It's different though.
Your coworker's crazy.
It's different. It's a whole different scenario.
Has he ever met the coworker? Well, he said he's light skinned with bracelets, so he obviously knows what he looks like. He's met him before.
I feel like there has to be more context. This nail thing is just the ice for the tipping point.
That's why I said
There's
you gotta
way more
pop
shit
up.
underneath
You gotta
the surface.
pop up at bro. Let her go to the nail salon.
They
with
definitely
homie.
go to get drinks together.
They go eat. They do all of
They
that.
hang out.
It's a day. It's a date. That's a date.
They chill at work
We
all
do
the
not
time.
shame work husbands. Do not shame work husbands.
I don't know what that is. My girl can't have no fucking work husband. What are you talking about?
Do
Work
not
husband. I
shame
mean, it's
work
not your
husbands.
choice.
No, it is
She's
my
not
choice.
going to tell you.
She works remote now. How about that? Come set up the routers and all that shit in the living room.
You live in the tunnel under my crib.
Yeah. My girl
But
work
we
remote
had that
now.
conversation before. Like work husband and work wife is not always sexual or anything. It's
It's not
flirty.
always, but it can get there.
It can,
Pretty
but it's
slippery
not.
A
slope.
nigga keep bringing your girl her favorite lunch every day.
You
like
know
when
he-
he go out. How you know my girl? How you know how she like her burritos?
Because she eats the same burrito every day. Y'all can know exactly what I eat for lunch every day because I eat the same thing every single time we're here.
Yeah, but like you can't be like buying my girl lunch every day. You're not doing that.
Well, a lot of these young kids actually get their nails painted these days.
Mm.
What if they get matching nails? Then how are you feeling?
They put
Fire.
their fingers.
But
in
he's
That's a
it.
little
straight.
gay. That's a little gay.
He's straight though.
Yeah, he's straight.
You think he picked the color for her?
And yeah,
If
and he
picked
said
the color, if he picked the
and
color,
he said it brings her eyes
He
out.
said this looks good.
Nah,
on
because
you.
they don't do that. Because I've picked the color for girls, but I wasn't with them. Like they sent like the color chart. They
No,
sent me
we
a picture.
all have, but I'm saying that's her coworker and she has a boyfriend. I'm not picking that color. That's over the line.
Yes, he got to pop up at the nail shop.
I'm not picking the color for you to scratch another nigga back and the flakes be in his back. Like, I'm not doing that.
What the flake?
What
is
Like,
the
that?
If
fuck?
I'm
What's
First of
that
all, a
do?
woman asking a man that she's not fucking what color she should get, I think is a little weird to begin with. To be honest.
No, that means she want. If y'all never did anything, that means she wants to.
she
Yeah,
wants to.
it's
that
definitely a
or that
flirting.
she wants you to pay for her nails.
That's yeah. all
But
right,
women
that's-
want you to pay for everything. That's just where we at now. Like, pay for everything. You ever seen a girl pay rent?
No.
No, okay.
I think that's why they set up auto pay is just so you don't know where it's coming from.
Of course.
It just happens.
Yeah. It's like it just poof.
Yeah.
Paid.
But I also have never seen like anyone pay rent.
No, particularly a girl though. Like
Like I was at her crib and she's like, "Oh
no,
shit,
that
I gotta
you're
pay
dating.
rent."
Like a girl that you're dating.
I never saw her physically pay rent or talk about it. I wasn't paying it.
No, I'm not saying you.
Somebody was paying it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Somebody.
But I've dated women that have jobs. Like,
What that mean? Women have jobs all the time. They don't want to spend.
but I
their
wasn't
money.
like
They wanna
as
spend yours.
concerned of like, oh, you do absolutely
Girl.
nothing.
Girl
Yet
math.
you have a Chanel bag and a beautiful apartment. Like I've dated women that have gigs where I'm like, I'm sure can afford this.
I've dated girls that have gigs too, and I know what they make a year, and I know that they can't afford 6 Chanel bags.
I mean, trust fund.
Oh yeah, trust. There goes that word, trust.
I wonder how long they've been together.
And
And how long has she been working with this guy? Like, which relationship is longer?
That would say a lot.
Spitballing here.
Because then I think
Interesting perspective.
if
But
she
what would
knows her
that change?
coworker more longer than she knows you,
That's kind of what.
and then she's like, "Yo, I'm going to get my nails done with him."
Because now, think about it, Rory. It would change because, like, now I would assume that her and the coworker probably have more inside jokes.
I think it's a very interesting
There's
point.
more
that you're raising.
layered, before, say, the boyfriend's name is like, it's say anonymous, whatever. Like, oh, remember before Anonymous came around, we used to like, there's way more to it. Like,
Yeah.
he could play Dirty Mac and be like, the new dude here fucked our thing up.
It's funny because I haven't been in that. The only time I've been in situations like that, like the other guy was Peter. Like,
Oh, well, that's good for you.
I've never been in. It's always been like the gay bestie. Because I might feel a way too. Like if I come to your job all the time, like she's been here for 5 years. We've been dating a few months.
Yeah, exactly.
And her coworker of 5 years, and like I'm the new guy now.
Yeah.
A girl you was dating,
Like
never
I
told
can't
you-
dictate anything here.
No.
A girl you was dating never told you she had a gay bestie, and like you met him, and you was like, "I don't get gay vibes from this dude." Man.
No, that's never happened. But that would be hilarious.
Yo, that's never happened.
No,
I've definitely been in that situation. I'm like, yo, I don't know if this dude is gay.
but it'd be gay for you to play the gay bestie unless you were caught in like the act.
That would be
Then I could see you trying to do that performative shit to get out of it. But to just go in a situation
No, like
knowing you are about to pretend to be the gay bestie.
no.
is
That's not what I'm
wild.
saying. I'm saying like a girl that you're dating, she keeps telling you about a coworker, and she's like, yo, well, he's gay. And then you finally meet this dude. She doesn't say he's gay in front of him. She just, y'all have had conversations about this guy before. And when you finally meet him, like, oh, this is her gay bestie.
Yeah.
But then you meet him and you like, oh, I don't think he's gay. That changes everything because now you in the crib pressing your girl like, yo, you sure he's gay?
Mhm.
And how do you ever really find out?
I mean,
You gotta.
you see if he wears a Speedo to
Oh, no,
children's swimming class.
no, that's something else. But yeah,
that never
man.
works in our favor. Like they can't switch the other way of like, chill, babe, she's a lesbian. Never works that way.
That doesn't work that way.
There's a lot of shit we can't.
I
get
can't
away
have
with.
If she's
I can't have a lesbian girlfriend.
If she's a dyke, like if she's like a stud, like your girl wouldn't have a problem with you being friends with Taylor.
No.
Who's Taylor?
She'd probably be scared
Taylor,
for
Taylor.
my safety.
From New York, the show, live shows.
Oh,
Friend
no.
of the show. We love
That's
Taylor.
love Taylor. No, that Taylor would be like the homie. But like, if it was like a pretty, like lipstick, what they call lipstick lesbians? That's I don't know if that's offensive anymore. Every day something is offensive.
I learned bonus
Just
bonus
say a femme.
kid and lipstick
A
lesbian
femme?
today.
Just say a femme.
Okay, so if she was like a femme lesbian,
Fam.
my girl wouldn't be comfortable. Like she wouldn't be comfortable with me being like besties with a femme lesbian.
But why? She's a lesbian.
That don't mean shit.
Doesn't matter.
That don't mean nothing to women. She fine. Like,
So you're saying
So,
you're
like,
literally
what-
proving her point.
me? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Like I'm
I
always
was like, no, you shouldn't trust me.
yeah. Don't trust me.
She's
No.
bad.
But she doesn't want to sleep with you no matter what.
Yeah, like so. What are you worried? Like
Yeah, but
if-
Maul
If she
wants to
was
sleep with-
bi, like maybe I could see her being uncomfortable with that. But just a attractive lesbian that's my friend,
Nah, man, your girl.
Yeah,
your girl not
there's
trusting
too much
you with
insecurity in the world.
that's
Your
crazy.
girl's
Like,
not
why are y'all in
trusting you with that.
relationships?
Because if this person is truly a lesbian and you don't trust your man around her, like it's not that you don't trust her, you don't trust your man. So do you think that your man is a creep or
Yeah, like, is
he's
he
gonna force
rapey?
himself
Like, what the
upon
fuck?
a woman that doesn't
Nah,
like men?
Women don't trust women. You know that. Y'all don't trust
Who
women.
do women
Actually, I
trust
will say
less?
that women are so arrogant that they would think that a woman would change being a lesbian her entire life just to go fuck her man.
Yeah, women don't.
That's how crazy
Those
women are.
Delusional bitches, because I know ain't nothing that special about that nigga that she's gonna change her whole sexual orientation for him. Please don't humble yourself. Please humble yourself.
No, but I mean, it's possible.
Made a
Don't
couple
do
gay
that.
in my day.
Yeah.
I was the last dude this one chick hooked up with. Next thing I know, 3 months later, she was married to a chick. I was like, that's fine.
It's happening.
I was like, that's awesome.
No, you literally ruined her outlook on men, and now she just much rather eat wet, sopping ass pussy than fuck with men again.
Hey,
I mean, I would
Hey,
like to.
Julian,
Yeah,
that's
we
happened
share
to me
that
twice.
in common now.
Yeah.
Really? Twice for you?
Twice.
Only once
I've
for
had
me.
2 women
She's
after
beautiful.
I dealt with them. Their next relationship was with a woman. 2 women.
Oh, okay.
Mom,
One
do
is
you
one is
experience
now a married. Well, she's
No.
bisexual.
Have I
a
experienced
married lesbian.
No, a woman that got
After you were the last guy she was with.
probably. I would think so. Yeah.
I will say it wasn't like on some like, damn, Julian fucked me up, I'm gonna go to women now. It was something she talked to me about. It was very healthy how she also didn't owe me an explanation, but she was very nice and like candid with the whole thing.
You know what hurt me the most with both of them? I didn't know either of them were bisexual.
Oh, see, I knew
That's
that
what threw me.
Oh,
for a
you
fuck.
fumbled the threesome, and then they went.
No, it wasn't that per se. It
Well,
was
you
just
didn't know
like
your girlfriend and the.
I wasn't. They weren't my girlfriend. I was dealing with both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just talking and fucking.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would have handled it a little bit better had I known they were bisexual, because that makes sense. If you're bisexual, your next partner could be a girl.
Mm.
But I just thought they were just like some regular straight chicks. And then I go on IG and I'm like, you was bi this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of hurt.
Mm.
Or maybe they were never bi and now they're bi.
Do you think you have more in common with a
Here we go.
gay man or a like butch lesbian?
I would say a man, just because at the end of the day, it's still a guy. So I'm gonna go with the
Nah.
man on that one.
But they like men. You don't.
All right, let's bring Peter. Normal ass dude.
Yeah, but you think you have more in common with Peter or a woman that's like Taylor?
I think I think
Peter.
across the board, me and Taylor have a lot of similarities in how we think. I think me and Taylor can agree on a lot of shit.
It would have to be.
But what are you saying? You saying more in common? You mean like physically,
This is
or is this
also an awful conversation.
It's an awful
Because
conversation.
gay
Why?
people, not all gay people are the same.
Yeah,
I'm
Like,
not saying-
there could be a gay guy and
No,
have
I'm
something in
just saying,
common
like-
with, and one I wouldn't.
like there's
No,
mad
for sure. But I'm just saying, like, if you have like a Taylor, like a what's the correct PC phrase for butch?
A masculine lesbian woman.
A masculine lesbian woman, right?
I, over the years, have tended to always get along across the board with very masculine lesbians.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've
I
always
have
gotten
too. That's
along.
why I asked the question. Not saying I don't get along with gay men. I know a bunch of gay men. I went to high school with a bunch of gay guys. Like,
Yeah.
cool. Like, I love them. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
Rory
like, I
has a
have
bunch of
more in
black
common
friends.
with like
Yeah.
Voted for Obama, everything.
who, me?
That's what that sounds like. I mean, I know plenty of gay men. It's like my cousin's gay. Like, yeah, that's what that sounds like.
All I know is me and
It's the
Young
truth,
M.A. hit it
though.
off at Palooza.
Who?
Me and Young M.A. hit it off at Palooza. That's all I'm saying. I
think-
just tend to have a lot.
I
You
think
and
me and
young
Young-
MA have. It's not because she's a masculine lesbian. It's because she's young MA. She's from New York. Y'all act alike. That's why y'all had a lot in common.
Me and Taylor, I think, act alike.
But
I mean-
also same thing from New York.
But I feel like if I ran into like
It's
a
okay to
masculine
say it,
lesbian
man.
in LA, we would probably get along.
Yeah. I'm saying because I know, like, it's for me, it's true. Like, I have a lot in common with masculine lesbian women.
So what other than
It's
the
not
fact
just
that
that.
y'all like pussy, what do y'all have in common?
No,
Do
I
y'all
think I
like
get-
sneakers.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, they
Sneakers
into a
and
lot of
pussy.
fashion, music, music
and
taste,
pussy.
Yeah,
sports.
Jadakiss.
A lot of them into sports, like the type of movies that they like.
But there are
Dykes-
gay
Dykes
men that are-
love
there's
This
is
gay
the
men
real
that are
thing.
into sports.
Imitating you. Of course you have stuff in common with them.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say, I'm just telling you that I have in my experience of my life. This is my life.
Is it?
I have more in common that the data that I've collected, a lot of masculine lesbian women.
So you identify as a masculine lesbian.
No, I do, see, now you just being stupid. No, I do not identify as a masculine lesbian.
Maybe it's not masculine
Makes sense.
lesbian. Maybe I just get along with people that still wear fitted hats. I tend to just
See, now that's-
still,
You know
That's crazy. See,
I still like,
see,
even
that's
even
crazy.
guys that still wear fitteds, like that type of guy I usually get along with.
like the
and
fitted,
all-
like when you know your
And
size
all-
of your hat.
Yeah, all dykes wear fitteds. It's a fact.
Now Taylor had a snapback on. Don't do that.
Yeah, well, she's like a trendy, you know. More on the trendy side.
Yeah. That's funny, though. Wear fitted hats.
But then, see, that's why it's unfair because there's masculine gay men that I get along with
Nah,
the same way.
I don't got nothing in common with them.
With masculine gay
That's
men.
so
That's such a lie.
That's super homophobic.
That as you know, I don't want to be PC. That was actually a homophobic statement.
I'm lying. I got a lot of common with masculine gay men. Them niggas can play ball, man. We play ball together going. I'm like, I didn't know this dude was gay. It's a real thing. You know how many dudes I went to high school with are like women now?
I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm dead. Yo, listen.
You're not wrong.
I'm dead serious. Like, my sister, I swear, my sister sends me once a month. She sends me, because my sister's on Facebook. I'm like, what are you doing on Facebook?
Oh, so she keeps up.
Yeah.
She sends me a picture.
Transgenders are only on Facebook.
Like, my sister will send me a picture of like a woman, and I'm like, I send her back question marks, like, who is this?
Let's play ball together.
And she's like, she'll send me the
It's
name. Like,
Moses.
I'm like, no, that's not. She was like, yeah.
It's Moses.
And I'm like, what? Like, he's a woman now. And like, these are dudes I was in like the choir with, singing with, performing around the world with.
Didn't
like,
see that one coming.
Yeah.
No, we
Choir
always
wasn't a tell.
No, we always knew that they were gay.
They were the
You
Sopranos.
were the outsider.
I was. We always knew that they were gay, but it was like, no, he's a woman now, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different thing. You could like
No more dope
you
games.
knew he was
Marianne
gay.
now.
We knew, you know, when you're in high school, you know the gay kid. Like, you're like, oh no, he's gay. But like, you never think like, yo, when we
Yeah,
become
single him out.
like when we get older, he's gonna become a woman. You never think like that. And I'm telling you, she sent once a month for the last 4 months. She sent me a picture of a guy that I went to school with.
Are you
That's
cool
now-
with any of these people?
We don't speak like anymore. But if I was to see them, I probably wouldn't recognize them if I didn't see their picture. But I was still like, yo, what's up? I haven't seen you since we graduated. Like, because these were like, we were friends in high school. But as we, become men and get older,
Or women?
or women, we don't speak. Years pass. You don't really know this person anymore. But we spent 4 years of our lives in the same school, traveling the world together. So yeah, very interesting though.
Must have had something in common with them. Though.
Who, me?
Singing.
Oh no, we love music. Love Mozart.
Rory is it?
Yeah, love music.
Shout out to Taylor.
Love Taylor.
Patreon.
All right, is that it for the?
I gotta hit the streets with Taylor one night.
Nah, don't do that.
No,
Nah.
I shouldn't tear down Bleecker Street with Taylor.
Mm-mm.
Is that where the gays are?
No.
The gays are in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, but Taylor's not looking for
See,
gay
y'all
men.
not-
She's looking for straight women.
Y'all not listening.
What?
Julian, shut up, man.
What?
Stop, dog. Stop.
It's a real. I know
Yeah,
that because
it's a
of
pla-
Rory.
It's a place in New York.
No, we can comfortably say Hell's Kitchen is
No, Hell's Kitchen is very
where the gay
gay.
people are.
No, Ma, that wasn't. Stop, because I know what you're doing. That was a legit a New York thing.
I'm doing right.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Who
doing.
That's gay that be at Hell's Kitchen.
All of them.
Everybody but me. Everybody but me and Marlon Craft.
First of all, the Daredevil lives in Hell's Kitchen. Don't do that. The Daredevil's not gay.
I mean, that suit is very gay.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, like all right. You didn't help yourself with that one at all.
That suit.
Oh man,
You know what
Did we
else?
give that
You know what
nigga-
else is in Hell's Kitchen?
nah.
Swimming classes with men wearing speedos.
Rory.
Tied it back to the first.
It's
year.
crazy that you actually paid for it though. That's the crazy part. I would have walked out. I'm like, we're not doing this.
He was a great instructor. I just didn't like his formal attire.
Well, hopefully we gave these two gentlemen some good advice on their relationships. Pop up at the nail salon is all I can say.
Wasn't Hell's Kitchen your location in your Twitter bio for a while?
Hell's Kitchen eating dessert? That was a bar from who said that?
That's a sus
whoa,
bar.
now I'm looking at that bar a little
I'm
different.
in Hell's Kitchen eating dessert.
What was it? Food or what were you eating?
See,
What?
that's why you can't let Julian say anything.
I think it's
Get
a
it off.
saucy
Why you made it French Santana? It's Saucy Santana?
Yeah, see,
I
look,
can't speak right.
Saucy Santana.
I'm just still laughing at
Saucy
Wall trying to deny the
Santana.
gays in Hell's Kitchen.
I'm not trying to deny gays in Hell's Kitchen. They're everywhere in New York City. I don't know how y'all landed on Hell's Kitchen, but whatever y'all did,
It's
y'all
a
research.
It's like a known thing.
Yeah.
It's like the gays are in Hell's Kitchen. The Jews
Like
are
when
in
you
the
were growing up,
tunnel.
it was the
Like,
Village. I'm saying now it's Hell's Kitchen. It's just
Okay.
like a fact.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
I live there. I'm telling you.
No, listen. I'm not arguing. Y'all did y'all research. Shout out to y'all.
Rory,
Yeah,
would you go
I
to
woke up-
a lesbian bar with me?
Of course.
Why
I
you
would go to a gay
asking me?
bar too.
I've gone to a gay bar.
I would go
Well,
to.
you don't go anywhere with
accident.
me.
I would go to a lesbian bar. Yeah.
Oh, after 3 years of me asking you to go places with me, that was the
You
one
asked me to
spot
go to
I
the
didn't say.
movies, and then you asked me to go.
Ma, I asked you to go to dinner with me for a year straight. You ignored me. Remember, he used to ignore me when I asked me to go to dinner with me?
She's not.
That's
wrong.
because he was
Yeah.
in Hell's Kitchen eating dessert.
You didn't ask me to go to dinner for a year straight. Don't do that.
He had already finished his entree.
And when you wanted to take your sisters out to eat, I set up the reservation for you. See, so that's kind of like me going with you. I set it up for you, right?
You said how many for the res? You said one.
No.
I set a reservation for one that's not you is fucking crazy.
How many will be joining you? No, it's not for me. It's for somebody else.
I went to it wasn't a gay spot, but it ended up being a gay night. I was there with Alex Media, our dear friend from WTF.
Why are you outing him?
We were drunk. We were like, it's a spot we frequent. We were like, let's go to blank. And we went down there and it took us a while. We were like, we're one drink in, two drinks. We're like, there's a lot of dudes in here. And then we were looking at like the attire and like how the dancing was happening. We're like, what kind of night is this?
Yeah.
It was that kind of night.
That exact same thing happened to me and Cam after whenever Jay-Z did, what's the festival at Citi Field in the summer?
It's a festival at Citi Field.
Governor's Ball?
No, they just do that. It's like Meadow something.
Oh, the Meadowlands or something?
No, it's in Jersey. Either way, after Jay performed, we went to a spot like in LES that we always go to, like one of these basement bar things. And it took us, maybe that's how progressive we are. It took us like 20 minutes to realize we were in a completely gay event and there wasn't one woman. And I had the exact same quote that I said to Cam that Julian just said. It's a lot of dudes in here, right?
Yeah. We did that. We like acknowledged it on like two separate times.
Who was the DJ?
I don't remember. But it was a regular billing night. Like it was like I might have even known the DJ. It was just like there was nothing about it was a tell until we were in it. And we were like, something's off. And like all the girls were very few, was just in like a circle of like gay men. And they were like, it was like this
gay
is not
men
a
are
normal
aggressive.
night.
But some gay bars have a lot of women.
True. That's the thing. We said, okay, we
It's
identified. We were like,
Yeah.
this is a gay night. Let's ride this out. We'll be the two straight men. Maybe they'll start coming in. And it did not.
That's such a
didn't happen.
Such a
stupid
straight man
straight thought that we have. Like, oh, brother, they'll all want to fuck us now.
allies.
Yeah, we're the straight ones.
Women, they have to want to fuck us. They know
were
nobody else
allies.
wants to
Fucking
fuck.
losers. I went to
It
a
is a
place
loser
called
thought.
Boxers. I didn't know it was a gay bar. I had to be like 22.
Boxers.
It was we had just graduated from when I went to bartending school or academy. My class graduated and we like went out to celebrate and we went to this place called Boxers. And like I'm just so stupid and naive. I was there for like an hour until I realized like, oh, all of these men are shirtless and boxers. I'm in a gay bar. Like
they were sure. It took you that long?
I was young and just like stupid and just like having fun. And I'm just like, oh, we're having fun. Like I was.
That's crazy. You turn, you like press the top of your drink in the dude's sweaty ass chest. You're like
topless in boxers and you didn't know it was gay.
I wasn't thinking. Like I just.
No.
Key and I accidentally did that over the summer because a lot of bars changed in Hell's Kitchen. And there was a new spot that had been there before that we liked. So we just walked in. They hadn't even finished put the signs up or anything. We walk in and I'm not even exaggerating. I think the menu said like Pete's Meat or something. And we were like, oh, okay.
You order one?
You asked for the double meat?
I think we know where we're at.
Pete's Meat is crazy.
Pete's Meat.
Because it wasn't a gay bar before that. It was a bar we liked. But everything in Hell's Kitchen is turning into gay bars, which is fine. We frequent them. We didn't leave, but we just like, oh, okay.
Rory with the Pete's Meat.
Pete's Meat Deluxe?
That wasn't the real name, but it was something like that.
Yo.
What if like straight
What if
bars
that's just like a
named-
good burger? What if Pete's just great at making brisket?
What if straight bars just name their like menu items just derogatory, like misogynistic things like that?
I'm sure
I'm sure in the
Yeah.
Jersey Shore you can find one.
Oh my God, man. Life is crazy.
I'm sure Tati's Tits is a drink for certain.
Yeah, if you go to like Wet Willie's in Miami and read what those slushies are called, it's like kind of rapey. It's
Call
like,
a cat.
It's like she'll never remember.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think I want to order that, man. It's like, what? We should change. I understand we're tearing down statues of slave owners. Maybe we should change the names here too. This is crazy.
She has no idea.
What the fuck?
Can I get 2 shots of the charges won't stick?
Yeah.
It's her word versus yours.
Yo.
Can I get, hey, my dad's the judge? Can you?
Yo. Oh my God. That is terrible to laugh
Oh
at.
shit.
Yeah, y'all are awful people.
That is terrible to laugh at. Well, this has been another episode. Have a safe weekend. Have fun. And also, don't forget, again, support Booker Clarence in theaters January 12th. Shout out to James Samuel. We'll talk to you in a couple days. I'm that nigga. I'm that Knigga.
No, Rory is.
Aggressive. He's that Knigga.
Yeah.
I'm that nigga. He's the Knigga.
I can't be a Kajinger?
You can be a Knigga. We'll talk to you in a couple days. Peace.
No, Rory and Ma.